Yes, sir. Tune in. I'm about to listen to what you got to say. Yep, Big Dog Chico live. Oh man, excuse me. In the place to be live on this late night live stream. Calm down, selector. Calm down. I'm gonna bring it back as I upload some of this. I want to share like this right here. Shedeur Sanders making a tweet. Calls for Alabama coach arrive in Alabama. Yeah, but y'all heard too. And this guy got his own ski goggles. You hear me? Shout out to Shedeur Sanders. This man got his own ski goggles. You hear me? He got his own ski goggles. I'm gonna show y'all that commercial in a second. But for now, I'm gonna put in the chat because I want to allow people to come on in a second piece of the fam. Aurelia said, I want to allow people to come on if y'all want to come on. And I want to listen to you guys' conversation. I'm gonna play me a game of 2K and I'm gonna listen to y'all conversation on my channel. Since everybody wanted to call in, they wanted to battle with me. What they said, I want to debate with you. I'm like, man, but if you want to call in, it's in the chat right now. I'll put you on and you can talk what you want to talk. You can say what you want to say. You can ride how you want to ride. But in news, until that happens, in the news, what was I looking at? Oh, yeah. Let me pull this up for you guys. Shiggity. Shedeur Sanders. New commercial. I call it what do you call it? S2 goggles. Man, it's cold blooded, man. My dog got his own goggles. When I say he got his own goggles, he got his own goggles. Huh? Like Coming to America, huh? Man got his own money. When I say he got his own money, I mean he got his own money. The king of NIL right now, Shiggity Shedeur Sanders, shaking things up the way that he do it, and only the way in a way that he can do it. Shout out to the good guys and Corey Phillips, director of player personnel in Colorado. As soon as I can, I'm gonna pull this up. If y'all want to come on in, go ahead, hit the link in the chat. Get up in here and have your guys' discussion. As I'm gonna listen, I will listen in. You understand me? I will be listening in. All right. So hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. For one, Corey Phillips said, y'all go get y'all tickets because this defense is going to be much improved. This offense is going to be much improved. And to quote what he said, as I go to his replies on his Twitter page, it says, y'all heard too. We got the pieces we need. Buff Nation, you better buy your tickets now. I'm beyond excited to see how explosive this offense is and how disruptive this defense is. 2024 will be a movie. At CU Buffs, let's get active. We believe, make history, playoff Peggy. And he was responding to what Shedeur Sanders said was, y'all know I'm not declaring this year. We got the pieces we need. Do it big this year. We need to do it big this year, is what Shedeur Sanders said. So they're showing the confidence that they have in this team that's been put together so far. And we'll go from there. So look like we got ATL up in here. We need a couple of other people to go ahead chime in so y'all can have this conversation. Go ahead, get in the chat. If you want to come in, talk, say something, get in the chat and join the conversation. All right. I know it's late night for some people. I know y'all listening in wherever you're listening from. Let me know where you're listening in. And You know, if it's late night, I feel you. Listening to the late night groove with the one and only Killer Dilla Chico Roscoe Miller, coming to you live and direct from Montgomery, Alabama. That's where Killer Dilla Roscoe Miller used to come live from, right? Montgomery, Alabama, bringing you all the latest and greatest hits right through your radio airwaves, radio station W. Everybody's. All right, where's my? Okay, there it is, right there. Oh, by the way, Colorado quality control specialist on the defensive side of the ball. Of course, everybody know former defensive coordinator with Coach Prime at Jackson State, Mr. Coach Dennis Thurman. He's moving on. He's coming out here, man. He's leaving Boulder where it's colder, coming to Hawaii where it's paradise. I know that don't rhyme, but it makes sense. Coming out here to Hawaii, where it's nice and sunny at, but not so far these past couple of weeks, man. It's been pretty cold. It's like the winter season right now. It's like 69 degrees about here, man. 68 degrees about here right now. You know, I could be exact and check on it, but let me see. But yeah, man, it's going down in a major way. Coach Thurman is like the Gump. That's right, Rich and the Follow. Oh, now. Straight up. Killer Dilla Roscoe Miller. Let me bring this up for you guys just in case. My dude is coming to Hawaii. I might need to go holler at him, go cover him while he come out here. Coming to Boulder, or leaving Boulder, coming to Hawaii with Coach Timmy Chang. I played against, well, I was in the bowl game against Timmy Chang, who was the quarterback for Hawaii back in the day. Make your boy seem old right then. You know, if y'all didn't check out the live earlier, y'all check it out. Defensive end of Boulder. We got the Jamaican. Shouts out to the yard bar them. Coming over from New Mexico State, 6'6", 255 pounds to Colorado defensive end. Yes. And the Boyer goes to Bama. I think he's that perfect fit to Bama. He's checking in right now. I'm pull up some of that footage too and share that with you guys. If we don't have enough people coming into the chat, y'all come on up into the chat, dog. Come on into the chat. And if you haven't been in the chat, you know that we got the merch available now. If you haven't gotten your merch, if you have gotten your merch, matter of fact, let me know in the chat right now if you already got yours. Put it in the chat. Let me know if you able to shop late night. Is in the chat as of right now. I'll put it in the chat. You guys can shop and get you some merch. That way, if you ever go to a game or if you're watching the game, you want to represent, or you just want to take a picture and or you just want to support your boy. You want to take a picture, put it on social media, tag me, and I'll make sure I put you on the page and give you some love in a major way. All right. Let me see here. So if I go bike, let me see. If I go bike and share this screen with you over here. Let me see. AT, hold on for me, dog. Hold on for me. I'm gonna get one more person up in here. I'm gonna let you guys take it over, and then we'll get some more people added on as the show goes on, I'm sure. But let me see what they're talking about in the comments. When is CP going to announce the coordinators? Hey, we still waiting on a couple other things to pop off. Me personally, I told you guys who I thought would be the best coordinators. I gave you guys my list. Y'all want to know? Let me know. Ask the question, I'll answer them. What positions do the Buffs still need? New kicker. I like our kicker motto. If we want to get a power kicker, quote unquote, so to speak, then you know we can go after another kicker. But I like Mata, dog. I like Mata, and you know, 40, 48, 50 yards and in, he good, right? I guess you can get somebody who can go 55 and further. All right. Yeah, listening to you live right now, though, on the Big Dog Chico show. I came to you. I wanted to be late night. I wanted to listen to y'all. Y'all say y'all wanted me to have a discussion panel so where y'all can come on here and talk. Let me see. what record would you consider a success? Making it to the playoffs. Whatever record that takes, making it to the playoffs, getting into the playoffs, and getting a chance to compete with any and every other school out there. Sadie Reacts, down. What's happening with you? Chanel all day. Is Feely still at CU? From all I know, I think Feely is still there. I think Feely is still there. I don't think he's going anywhere. All right, let me see if I can pull this commercial. Most people probably already seen that commercial, but I'll show it to you because I think it's fire to have this young man, the king of the NIL, right now, in my opinion, doing his thing in a major way by being able to have, like, I'll let him explain it to you. Hopefully I won't get copyrighted for it, but I'll let him explain it to you right quick. All right, everybody can see that. Wait. Am I sharing right now? All right, there we go. Everybody can see that. Bow, we good to go now. Shedeur Sanders, this guy is cold-blooded in a major way. Check this out. Easky. Let's go. Ooh, that's loud. Goodness gracious. My bad. My bad if that bursts your ears right there. That's loud. Let's go. Shedeur Sanders. S2. Let's go. Y'all see that? Is that not cold-blooded? That's when I say he got his own money, he got his own money, got his own glasses, goggles. Come on, man. Who else doing that? Is it just me? Those goggles are fire too. Maybe people gonna start back wearing them on their head like they used to do back in the day, right? Y'all remember people used to wear goggles on their head back in the day, like Method Man and Wu-Tang and them back in the day, wear the goggles on the head? This might be another thing, even if it's not. The fact that so many people ski in Colorado and the fact that he's making his, oh my gosh, perfect pairing, great marketing by whoever did it. Whoever did this, great marketing. And those are his, like create. Oh my gosh, that's cold-blooded. Let me see what Sadie said. Coach Prime is coming out with some through blenders though. Also, that'll be hard. Got to, man. Got to take advantage. We out here in an untapped market in the middle of Boulder, Colorado, getting busy. Untapped market, and people will buy what we put our name on. You know, especially if we stand by it, we use it, we like it, it looks good. Man, all of that is well and good until he fall and break some ish, and then he's going to be looking stupid. But probably you're looking stupid, Double H, because it's called a stunt double. Even if he can ski, you have some called a stunt double. You see it, they're not showing no faces. Hell, the nose look like it's dang near a white dude. So what all the negativity y'all bringing about, don't even worry about it, dog. Don't even worry about it. We're 2 steps ahead of you. 2 steps ahead of you, if not that. Talking about what if he fall and hurt something. Man, come on, man. Boy, I tell you, people. Boy, I tell you, the glass is half empty. The glass is half empty. Hit the like button. I appreciate it, Shirley. Legal side hustles. That's what I'm saying, dog. That's not him, but he can definitely snowboard. Right. Why would they? It doesn't have to be him. The whole point is we trying to sell to get other people to buy these and wear these things. So let's get other people who actually snowboard to do it. Unbelievable. I ain't hit it with my unbelievable in a minute. I haven't had an unbelievable moment in a minute, dog. But unbelievable. Oh, now Warren G Dub up in here, ATL up in here, Aurelius Thomas L up in this thing. I think both of y'all checking in from the West Coast. Where you checking in from, Warren Jeezy?
Checking in from Chi-Town, the Windy City.
Chi-Town, Midwest, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Sir.
Oh, now. All right, well, sure. You up in here with ATL. I think he on the West Coast. Where you at, ATL?
Well, I'm calling out of Oakland, California, East Oakland, California.
Right.
What's up,
Oakland,
Buff Nation?
California.
Indeed.
Already, baby. Buff Nation in the building. Let me see. So I'm just going through these comments, man. What y'all think about Shedeur Sanders, dog? Killing the game with these S2 goggles right now.
Oh yeah, that's his legacy branding.
I think
Speak up. I can't hear you.
I think his father was rocking.
So you think his father was rocking them?
Yeah, I think his father had some goggles or something like that he was rocking. He just took it and elevated it.
Yeah, I think Sadie just said that.
With his logo.
Coach Prime coming with some too. ATL, hoe up in the building.
It's
Coach
good.
Prime got some with blenders. So, hey, I think the king of the NIL right now, Shedeur Sanders, over what, $4 million in evaluation?
Yeah.
Killing the game.
Right.
I'm loving it like McDonald's right now, dog.
What? Wait till they start winning.
Right.
I just want to say, man, thank you, man, for allowing us to, at least for me, being a casual fan, be on your platform, man. Salute to you and all that you do. I look forward to the prime parent. That's my favorite episode. I get everything out the way just for that. Every time you log in, you might have to do some prime parents shirts or something, bro. Cause those be my highlight for the week. They help me get through myself. They help me get through the week, man.
Wow, man.
And another thing. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's
I've been wanting to chop it up with you like that for a minute, man. Not to be on you like that, but I just love what you're doing. It's helping me stay involved. I think I started following Deion when he started. I started getting back into college football when Deion went to the HBCU, Jackson State, and I've been hooked ever since. So I'm drinking that prime Kool-Aid, and I'm loving every bit of it. It tastes all good to me, but it don't take a rocket science to know that the ship that they own is going to go to the moon. It's eventually going to make it to the moon. I don't have to be a sports, uh, analyst and all of this to know when I know what I'm looking at.
right.
You feel me?
That part.
Just from a standpoint. Salute to all the casual fans that love what they doing as well.
For sure, bro. I appreciate that.
But I do think that,
man. Much love. I thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna keep coming with. We got more to come. We just getting started for real. So I appreciate you.
I hope the show ain't over with.
Indeed.
Old school. The show definitely old. Ain't over with. You just got here, old school. You the life of the party, baby. You just got here.
Hey, what's going on? I'm sorry. What's going on, Paddle? What's going on, chat? What's going on, big dog?
What's happening, baby? How we good over here?
Yeah, same old. I'm glad you keeping better content. I told you need to be keeping better company. That's how you keeping better company these days, huh? Yeah, I'm telling you.
Keeping better company these days, baby.
That's what we calling it.
Yeah, keeping better company. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you don't want to be received when they'll all be around. Well, I think right. That's the private joke between Big Dog Chico and the rest of the world. Yeah. So you really don't want to be around them. It ain't like they got something. It's like they can do, what I'm saying, can get you something that you can't get rid of. No, I'm leaving it alone.
Not the one.
I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone.
Keep on giving.
I'll leave it up. Hey, guys, what's going on? Hey, y'all been hearing? Hey, Big Dog, you been hearing the news? We've been moving up lately. We moving up to another class, a level, not class, but level. Yeah, it's class and level. Ain't that about the same thing?
Oh, most definitely going to the Big 12, and also moving up as far as bringing in a lot of quality recruits, dog. You know what I mean? We've been top 3 in those rankings as far as complete rankings for all the players that's brought in, not like the overall, like the you know, that weighs in the amount of players that you brought in, the quantity, but more or less the quantity of the players that you brought in. That scale we've been top 3 on, behind Alabama and or Georgia, I think, for the longest. If y'all check that out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure.
It's gonna keep growing too.
I
You
just
about to bring this in.
want to throw this out. I think the transfer portal is going to be the new way of doing things, you know, versus the old way getting in high school recruits, because these high school recruits want money, and so eventually some of these colleges are going to want to, whether they're going to want, or they in for NIL deals, they're going to want to pay somebody that's been proven versus somebody that they had hope is proven, unless you just that alpha dog, and then I can see it, but you know, a lot of these kids now is going to be wanting money to go different places, and I think the transfer portal is going to be the new way of looking at things. It's just the way it's going, looking to me.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Coach Crab came up real good with that 40-40-20 system.
The
Oh, yeah.
NIL
Yeah,
collective.
that was real smart. And then I'm gonna tell you something, Big Dog Chico. I'm gonna tell you something. What caught me with that was this: with Coach Crab, you know, when he had started out there at Jackson, with you doing that COVID year. You understand me? That messed him up on coming in and everything. But once he got his foothold up in there, how his records started changing and going up and getting average and getting better. You understand me? That's what caught me on him. And now I realized when he came over here to hit it over here to the, you know, to the Power 5, he can come over and make you do some things over here. And just even just on the fact that everything fell into its place, even with the what's the name thing, how they doing the transport portal and everything like that, all that falling into its place. The main thing he still had going for him was the fact that he could still recruit and people will come to him like that. He never lost that. It ain't doing it with just magnified. Everything going
tremendous.
out, working out for our good. I'm telling you, Big Dog Chicken on SAR, because we out there, we love Colorado. I know I do anyway. And man, it's been a good year for me already. I'm sorry, Big Dog Chico. Go ahead.
Oh no, y'all good. This is me listening to you guys. Don't let me hold you up. I'm listening to y'all, baby. This late night. So this time for y'all to rock. Anybody want to come on the show and join in? Come on, join in. I'm about to put my feet up and listen to y'all. How about that?
Right. And I don't know if I told you.
I hear that guy that they got. The guy they got from FAMU was a big splash. I don't understand why they keep trying to doubt or try to underestimate what Prime is doing.
Oh, he about to take over. That's the next.
They can't. It's obvious what he's doing. They just do, to a certain extent, it seems like they wanted to deny it obvious. That's what it is. They want to argue about it too. But you're right. I don't see why neither. I agree.
They about to be quiet because they was crying for Prime to go to Bama a minute ago. They was about
to. Hey, Big Dog Chico, remember what Coach Prime said? Y'all better get me now.
Better get me now.
Yeah, you see what he meant by that, huh?
He running.
Yep.
He running already.
That's real. You bringing in a guy like this right here, Devin Rispers, who has a lot of ties in Florida, which is where Coach Prime is really trying to, you know, sink his teeth into it, get a lot of Florida guys and down south guys. This guy here has been helping to make FAMU what they've been the last couple of years. And the thing is, he knows those areas and he has those connections. And Coach Prime always say is about what? Those relationships and connections.
Oh boy, I'm telling you,
now they got the resources.
Yeah.
They next level up. So, hey, old school. What do you think? What do you think now that Saban gone? How you think Prime gonna recruit?
Everything is falling in place, rightly and on, man. You know what I wish that man well. I know he's going to possibly do good in life, but just relying on just seeing what he's retiring on. Well, tell you, Nick Saban, have a good, long, wonderful life, boy, because it's going to get good over here in Baltimore. Hey, real, we already, like y'all said, Coach Prime is the implement of change, man. And he ain't like changing this. He ain't changing nothing. He ain't said change nothing. He said he was gonna do.
School. That was the only thing. That was the only thing kind of really stopping everybody from going to CU was Bama. And then considering, so it's
Yeah,
about
you're
to,
right.
we about to
Prestige.
have the next NFL.
Yeah, that's
Gonna come up.
prestige. Hey, she got
Everything that
everything.
man touches turns gold. I
Right.
mean, if it wasn't for Prime, I mean, I wouldn't have Prime Parent, man. That's my favorite show, man. So I'm gonna throw that in every now and then, cause man, that's like a TV series to me. I don't know about nobody else, but it's like a TV series to me. You feel
Appreciate
me?
the
Prime Parents
plug,
shows
bro.
are lit.
Prime
Appreciate
Parent,
that plug.
man. I just love to do that, bro. You understand? That's inspirational. You get to network with other men, you get to find something that they may have something you need. You know?
Right. Especially like with the last one with Tam
Real estate.
McGill's mom on there, and she's a real estate agent. So people in the what was it, Georgia area,
He does
shoot,
that. He does that.
you might need some real estate or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good way to network, and it's a good way to put her business out there too. And anybody else's business who come on here or who want to promote and show whatever, you know what I mean? It's a way to do that. And shoot, I'm trying to provide that platform for them. You know what I'm saying?
Exposure.
Myself.
It's beautiful.
Hey, yo, Chico.
Yo,
Yeah, so I got a question about this whole Memphis Nick Saban thing. I think there's a switch coming. Do you think the SEC will still become the powerhouse, like conference, just like Nick Saban left? Because he was really the only one that was really dominating
I
within
think
that conference itself for a very long time. Other than, mixed in with LSU kicked in and Georgia, they do back to back. Do you think it's like Nick Saban ran because he kind of knew it's like what he was doing was coming to a close, and he just ran and tucked tail?
I called that out.
That's
Right,
what
yeah,
it
for
seems
sure.
like.
Shout out to Carlos
week
Wheeler. Yeah,
10.
for sure. I definitely think I'm not gonna say he ran or tucked tail, but I definitely think
I
he
would.
see that it's a different day in college football, dog. And the field is leveling a little bit more. You got the NIL, you got Coach Prime coming in, taking other players, you got whatever it is, it's something
Mhm.
going on to where it's taking that mystique away from Nick Saban. And then he's just getting older, man. He's 72 years old.
Right.
Some things, he's just not able to catch up with. I could see him thinking like in December coming up and after the game was over, he's like, damn, I gotta go. Okay, it's right back to recruiting time, and I got a lot of more things to compete with now.
Right.
Shoot, man.
Right.
It's
Now, I
about that
called it.
time to go chill out. Well, let me call Bill Belichick, see what he doing.
Boy,
What up,
look
dog?
at that.
What
I
up, dog?
called it. I called it
The
before.
thing that we talked about earlier before the season, dog. You still with your I'm still leaving, Nick. I'm getting up out of here. Well, you know
I'm
what?
telling you.
Me and Miss Terry, we're gonna leave too, and maybe we can take a couple trips and go ahead and go to Sandro Pay and all these places that we wanted to go and do our thing, So I think that's
because
what
my
it is,
thing is
man.
this though. It's like, okay, Nick Saban left Alabama. Okay, Alabama is known for getting a revolving door of 5 stars and 4 stars, right? So I want to see, is it really with Nick Saban and how he went about his football team, or really was it the guys that was on his team that really made a difference? Because if Bama continue to get 5 stars and 4 stars, you would think that they will continue to dominate. But I wanna see how the 24 season play out versus was it really Nick Saban and how he was running his team, or really was it the 5 star that was really making Alabama for what it was?
Boy, yeah. Most people probably agree with the second part of that.
I agree with the second part, the 5 stars.
You think it's the 5 stars? Well, the 5 stars, in my opinion, has to come for a reason. And I think for a long time, that reason has been because of Nick Saban's mystique and swag and what he brought to the table, getting all those guys to the league for like a 3 or 4 year run when I was in Alabama too. For like a 3 or 4 year run, Nick Saban had a chokehold on the game. It's kind of like when 50 Cent came out.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
2010, 15, it was Saban.
That's the chokehold Nick Saban had on the game, dog. And you wanted to go there. And then that made him start winning. And once you start winning, you know, you're going to have some people say, I want to go beat them. But you got a bunch of other people still trying to go through that factory because they see success is there. But the years when I came out of school and Alabama was on probation, dog, and they were recruiting guys, a lot of guys didn't go there because they were on that probation. And then they had a coach like Franchoni, who a lot of people, which I made the statement earlier, Sarkisian wouldn't be a good fit in Alabama because, shoot, half of my Alabamians wouldn't know how to pronounce Sarkisian. So keep him wherever you
They call him Stardust.
And I think that goes back to when Franchoni was there. You know, Franchoni, I think that's an Italian name. Cool. I don't think there's a lot of Italians in Alabama, and they didn't relate to him well. He wasn't a personable guy, I don't think. And so that's why he was losing with those recruits and everything else happened. And then you come in with Nick Saban, a good-looking guy, I'll be straight, a good-looking white man, white American, you know, straight up, clean cut, don't take no ish. You know what I mean? Veteran background, won a championship at LSU. He can come in here and demand some things that a lot of people can't. And like I said, good looking. And I'm saying good looking because I heard a lot of when he came in how the women and the people were reacting. Oh, he's so good looking. And same thing with Bill Clinton. I'm telling you what I know.
I remember that. What the
You know what I'm saying? And people, and that's how, and even when this guy right here, I'm not saying he's good looking or anything, but he fits kind of like the mold of coming into an Alabama program and being there for a long time. He's young enough. He's 49 years old. He's won everywhere he's been on a what was that Division II level he won. Came right in there, made Washington a powerhouse. Good recruiter, and he's not bad looking, and the name is not hard to pronounce. Yeah, it's De Boyer, but his first name is Kalen. And look what they were yelling. I guarantee you, they were yelling. I bet you when he walking in, y'all see this video right here. I bet you right now, they're yelling Kalen and not De Boyer. I know my people. Watch this.
Roll Tide. Let's go, Roll Tide. Here we go. Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
But like, that's wild.
Kaylin.
Hey,
his name's gonna be Kalen, not Coach De Boyer. You know, Kalen, us, man. That's an easy, simple name to say,
Coach
dog.
K.
Yeah, Coach K. Come on with it, baby.
How long do you give him?
How long do I give him? I think he's gonna be a winner.
All right.
I think he's gonna be able to attract some of the. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of Alabama players leaving now since they see him coming. I think they know that he's a winner. They saw what he did with Washington. They heard his resume. If he come in there with a good speech, which I think he will, it's not going to be a lot of guys, as many guys that we think will be leaving. Alabama won't be going anywhere anytime soon. He's going to continue to keep them a powerhouse. And but at the end of the day, college football is leveling out a lot more. So I don't think that dominance and that dynasty will be there with 7 championships or 7 appearances in 10 years. I don't think that's going to happen, anything like that. But he's going to have success at Alabama. I think he'll be there for at least, he's 49. He probably have a 17-year run too, like Nick Saban. And that's saying a lot.
I can see that.
You're going to have a media success.
I don't know.
I see him doing
well. That's like
I feel like Nick Saban had a very like football like mindset. Just like on X, he was showing how he run his defense, which was like it was just like it was like easy to digest, but it was like it looked complicated at the same time. But I think Nick Saban football mindset is just it fit Alabama
But
so well
Kept it
that
simple.
I want to throw this out here too. I want to throw this out here too. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be bringing his staff over, so that leaves room for the staff of Alabama. I'm not sure who's on that staff if they got good
Whew.
credentials for to sneak in and take
For the
some of
players.
those staffers too, because I'm pretty sure he'll be bringing over his crew.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure
That's
he's
cool.
gonna bring over his crew, but I don't think he's gonna get. I don't think it'll be smart for him to come over there and try to get rid of a lot of Alabama coaches. No, dog. I'm gonna come in here. I'll bring in my
No,
right hand guy,
because
whoever he is. I'm gonna bring in all of the necessary guys I need to bring in. But some of the coaches who I might have a relationship with, or I can develop a relationship with, I'll probably interview everybody, keep who I can, and let go who I need to let go, and bring in some other guys who fit the mold. And I can. It's all about relationships, and it's all about having that chemistry as a coaching staff. If I don't like you, dog, I'm not gonna keep you just because you was here. If I can't have a conversation with you and I feel like you're on the same page or you'll fall in line or you're not going to be a prop, anything. That's what the filling out process is for. And
we
he
got
has free
room.
reign to
Just
bring in
we got room.
whole new staff.
Hey,
We're
hey,
gonna have
hey,
to
hey,
bring in
hey,
somebody because they
hey,
don't go to DC.
If Thurman's
And
going
I think
home,
the
I'm
OC too.
I had a
hey,
question.
Go ahead, one Mike. Go ahead, one Mike.
I had a question. You think they're gonna keep the same DC, Chico?
The DC retired.
Alabama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alabama.
he
Oh,
retired.
okay.
He
Somebody said he
retired.
retired.
Yeah, he retired.
Man.
He
Yeah.
I
retired
know they
before
needed
Saban did.
DC and what they had in Washington because he couldn't stop nobody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what he
they
said.
they OC was about to leave too. I think they whole everything's got everything.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think they OC left. They DC retired. Saban gone.
I
A
think
lot
he
of
should.
them players about to leave. Yo.
I
hey,
think he
hey,
should take the OC from Washington.
hey, Big Dog
yeah,
Chico.
the OC. I like the OC from Washington. I think he's going to come.
He
Hey,
might come. I think so. Because he had they had 2,000-yard receivers last year and 1,000-yard back. That was crazy.
but
Yeah.
but like the only thing I don't like about the Washington OC, he's a very like pass heavy. He got a very pass heavy offense. So
Well,
like he would have to bring in somebody. I'm not saying that cause like for me, I don't think Jalen Miro will be the guy. I think that the war will have to bring in another quarterback that that fit his offense that could really sling that damn ball, man. He gonna need somebody that can sling that ball
So you
because
said
I feel
Melrose
like
gonna
they
leave?
gonna pass more than run more.
You see Melrose leaving?
uh,
I mean, I
nah.
I feel like Miro is probably gonna compete for his spot, but I think the only thing is like Miro, he don't have the arm talent
Right. If
like
you
that.
want a pocket quarterback, I don't see Melrose staying because he's not a pocket quarterback.
Nah,
I don't.
see
I
like
don't think
Penix
that's going
was,
to be a
you know what I'm
problem.
saying?
I
You
don't think
think
that's going to be a problem. I think
you
he's
don't
going
think
to
so?
come in there. He'll work with Jalen Miro. If he runs Jalen Miro off, that'll be crazy. You keep him. You never run off an athlete like that. If Miro decides that he want to leave because he don't think that the guy has any confidence in him, I could see that being the case rather than the coach coming in and running off a player like that, a Heisman candidate. I don't care what arm talent somebody say he don't have or whatever. I'm not running that player off. He's
Right.
gonna be
So
right here. And he
Chico,
was good enough for Saban. He's gonna be good enough for me.
you think
What y'all?
you think Kalen to do better with Melrose since he showed what he could do with a quarterback like that with Penix
That's what
that's
I'm saying.
kind
I
of
think
like
he'll come
mobile
in. I
throw.
think him and his offensive coordinator come in with a different mindset to use in ways to use Miro, in ways that other people probably didn't. That's what I'm saying.
I think he'll come and light it up with Melrose. 'Cause I
I
think
think
he's a little bit more stronger. Like then he's probably not as accurate as Penix, but I think he's more of a stronger minded quarterback than Penix. Just on the fact that he's not worried about getting hurt and he want to run somebody over.
and he's coming back next year, so he should be better. I think he'll be fine. I think Bama will be fine. I would have to
I don't
really
know about Bama
evaluate
being
the team.
fine though. You might be stretching right there saying that. You might really be
What?
stretching. I'm tired. Look,
I don't
Bama
know,
just
Chico.
lost like
I don't
40
know.
players.
I don't
They
think
just
Bama.
man, look,
I
they
feel
just
like
lost.
Bama is. I mean, because the SEC, like Ole Miss,
Mm-hmm.
Mizzou, Auburn,
I get that.
Georgia,
Listen,
Tennessee, all them
man.
squads over there got a lot better. They got a lot better. Some of those
Yeah,
teams got.
I like Ole Miss and where they coming, how they coming.
Man,
I like
Ole
him with Milrose,
Miss gonna
but
be slapping people across
it's
the head,
this.
man.
That whole roster got flipped crazy. You think CU had it? Hey, they almost going through a CU story. Just about, because like they lost 40 to the portal. I don't know how many they lost to the draft, about what, 8 or 9 to the draft. Most of their upperclassmen gone. And then you got like, that's already like 40 something people. Then the recruit, the freshmen, not the freshmen, but the incoming high schoolers, your top players is decommitting left and right, most likely. And then you got players now about to leave. So even when you bring people in, you only gonna have probably like 10, 15, 20 players that really play for Alabama.
Well,
Man, that whole
I
team
think
gone.
you'll take a page out of Prime's book. I
Man,
think
come on,
you'll
man.
take a page out of Prime. A lot of people are starting to look at Prime's method and saying, this may be the way to go.
But you don't have to.
I feel like Miro not it though. They might as well take that quarterback that just transferred to Washington because he entered the portal too. He might as well come on to Alabama.
Who hit the portal? Oh, you talking about Caleb Ward?
Nah,
Drake.
the quarterback
The
that had
Cam Ward?
Washington.
Nah, he talking about Will Rogers.
Will Rogers, yeah. He just hit the
man.
portal.
Oh, he
Yeah, he
might
talking about
because
Will
he
Rogers.
yeah, he might because his coach was bounced. So
Well,
that
that's
might be
his plan, then.
that might
He's going. I bet
so
that's his plan.
man, come on. So they already see that movement. So you already they start receiver in the portal going to Texas. You know what I mean? Don't let Milrose go to Texas or something. Something
You
like
really
that.
got
It's gonna be
Oklahoma over there now too. Inside the
who,
SEC. Man, I think Bama will have a hard time, bro.
it's gonna be hard for Bama
I
next year.
think it might take them at least like a couple years to get back on their feet, like to be competitive.
Well, a lot of teams going to be siphoning off their players. A lot of
That's
Yeah.
teams going to be picking off the street.
what
And
that
we
Why
forgetting
they
hell line
open,
gone.
why they vulnerable, why they're not tight and knit right now. A lot of
that's hopeful
the
thinking
colleges.
Prime don't recruit though in the next 2 years. I see Prime snatching up about 6 5-stars next year. Easy. I can
I
just tell it.
heard that they got like 7 guys on like official visit this weekend or something like
But
that.
yeah, on
Yeah, they
secret right
keeping
now.
they keeping
They
that wrapped up tight.
right. They talking about we got secret meetings
That's just what
going
I
on.
heard. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that's just what I heard.
You cannot count
Well,
Bama
Bucky
out.
said something that it's a project that him and Shedeur is on. Bucky said it's a project that him and Shedeur is on, and he can't say nothing about it. And he said, "Y'all find out way." And then he alluded to the fact that y'all could try to figure it out in 3 days from now. See if y'all can figure out what we trying to do.
When
So
they
I know
gonna
something
show the footage.
they got something coming down the pipe that must be, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's just. Well, I guess we got to wait to see what that is right there.
Right.
Yeah. But he
Yo,
he
Chico.
threw some bait out there. I don't know if it was click. I mean, trying to get some clicks. But he's definitely said, "I want to see if y'all can figure it out in the next 3 days. What's gonna go down?"
They don't need no click. They got something popping.
Oh
What's
yeah.
up? What's up, panel? Can I ask y'all a question, panel?
What's good with it?
Do y'all think Coach Prime having a tryout this spring?
I hope so. I
You
was
might have some
thinking that, bro.
walk-ons.
I was thinking that.
That's
Like, for
where
instance, he getting
Israel
all these
Solomon.
players to see who can play or not, because it's a second quarter coming up. So,
Well, he
I'm
had
just
walk-on tryouts in the summer last year, and that's where Israel Solomon came from out of IMG. He made
No, I
plays.
no
Good, man.
no, I
He's
ain't
good,
talking about
but
trials like
you
that. For
talking
the
about
guys that he
tryouts
got
from
in
the
the
portal?
portal and stuff, he ain't gonna make the
Nah.
same mistake that he made last year. That's what I'm talking about. For instance, the
Oh, no.
guys.
Oh no, that's
I
not.
don't think
Nah,
so. I
they're
don't
on the
think so,
team when the portal. Yeah,
yeah, but I
tryouts
do
is a
think
walk on.
No, I'm talking about, for instance, he just going to see who can play, and then the ones who, for
Yeah,
instance, that can't
that's
play,
walk
they
on.
gonna get transferred out.
He gonna do the same thing. He gonna weed them
oh,
out.
you
No,
mean in the
that was the
spring?
Yeah,
transfer.
That's what I mean by tryouts right there.
yeah.
Oh, in the spring. Yeah. I think
He
it's
gonna
Like
gonna
for
weed
be
them out
instance,
to the
he gonna
all
season.
day.
like for
Just
instance
like the portal.
he gonna make his roster for the spring, and then after the spring game, he gonna cut the players who he need to cut, and then go to the second quarter. His roster won't be finalized till the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking a question.
Right,
I mean,
exactly
if
like
he
you
has
said.
some
But
He
like
won't
walk
be
ons,
I gotta
finalized till
the
the
walk
summer.
ons not getting nobody
No,
cut.
I ain't talking about no walk-ons. I'm talking about, like, for instance, the guys that currently on the team. You got to think about the guys that currently on the team and the guys he added on. They're gonna have to, for instance, they're gonna have to work for their spot going
Right.
into the
You mean
summer.
Or
spring
hit the
training?
portal.
That's spring training.
Yeah, that's why I was saying trial. I said the wrong word.
After the spring, you gonna everybody know who's starting after the spring. The last day of spring practice, you gonna know if you first team, second team, third team, cut, fourth team, scout team, walk on possible. You gonna know the last day of practice of spring
but like
before you go into the summer. You already know
Oh
who's
yeah, I
starting.
know all
But I
that.
think
I'm
what
just
he's
saying,
asking, though, what he's asking, though, just to clarify, he's saying when the guys come in for winter workouts in spring, will they still be having to compete for their jobs?
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
yes, everybody will be
yeah,
competing.
yeah.
Every day is a tryout. Coach Prime even said in the interview that we had, he want every week to be going into games to be it be so competitive that they don't know who's starting until Friday.
okay.
So especially in the spring, you're gonna weed out some guys. And he wanted to have a NFL pro type atmosphere, which I understand. And that's why I think that the defensive coordinator is going to be coming from the NFL and be high energy, or at least a former NFL vet. He's going to be coming in with some high energy, and that's what I feel like is at right now.
that thing about to be fired up already with Sap and Loho. Cause you man, it's the
They
Ooh,
trenches
go.
is gonna
They
be.
kick
It's
over.
gonna be. You
They
gonna
kick over
this,
clearing that up for me.
a
You understand
fly
what
ain't
I'm
gonna be able to
saying?
come through that line of scrimmage, boy, without getting smacked around. I'm trying to tell you, them big old titans out there.
I was
Yeah,
Then they gonna
Lovie
learn
Brett,
Smith.
today. Then they gonna learn today, boy, how to run.
Man, I just hope
Telling you.
Coach Prime trying to poach some of the players from like Washington because they had a nice
Washington,
O line
man.
over there.
yeah, you're
When
exactly right, and that goes
Man,
back
'cause
to
they
what
had
I
a
was saying.
nice right tackle.
Got to get some Polynesians.
Man, they
Got to
had a
get some
nice right
Polynesian
tackle, number
players.
76.
Yep.
they got some Wheaties. We used to
Man,
with
that
them and some
might
of them
be
young
that,
Bama boys too. They
might
get
be
some of them young.
I like what you said right here, Shelly. Last year, he let the position coaches pick the groceries that was necessary due to the timing of his hire. Not this year. He's more
Mm-hmm.
involved. I think so too.
Right.
100%.
He can recruit each position himself now. He ain't got to do it all at once. And just
You guys
hope he
didn't
got
think about
something.
it. You guys didn't think about it. His roster right now with the offensive lineman. How many guys they got on offensive lineman right now? What, 20,
Oh man,
25?
Nah, I
Huh?
don't think they got
how many pro
nah,
Nah,
they
qualified
probably
nah,
got
linemen? Good
about
seven.
question.
13.
Yeah,
From
good question.
how many they ain't having what, two of them transferred from
I
last
saw
year
a
offensive
depth
line?
chart somewhere. I can see if I can look it up and try to find it again.
And then
But
they added 7 more, so that's why I was saying
I
trial,
think they
but I
got
should
about
say a different
13
word.
players though.
Yeah, we got about
I think
13
about
good
13 or
linemen.
14.
I think about 7 of them got pro talent. So that's a big upgrade from third string.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Hey,
I can't wait to see
hey,
them go
right?
up to 800 formation when they got off balance, when they just jumbo. Oh man, you could just put so many linemen out there and rotate and it's wear down defenses now. Finally, we could rotate some old linemen.
Cause you
they
got to
run
think
the
about they had a
ball.
260-pound lineman last year.
We got JUCO linemen that's going to put on about 20, 30 pounds and give up about 230, 280, 300 watch and beat them extra tackles, man, them jumbo packages.
Yeah.
800 with the slot going to be crazy.
this from 4 weeks ago, though. As far as the offensive line go, this according to Buff Zone and Brian Howell. Of course, Matthew Bedford left and went to Oregon State somewhere out there. But Khalil Benson we got from Indiana. Tyler Johnson. We saw all these guys on Well Off Media video today, and I reacted to it at the end of my live earlier. But Tyler Johnson, big, huge, 6'5", 320. Khalil Benson, 6'6", 310.
Yeah,
Justin
Johnson.
Mayer, 6'3", 310. Jordan Seaton, he's not there yet, but all three of those guys are there. Mayers, Johnson, and Benson there right now. Isaiah Walker Jr. I don't have that one, but I know Yakiri Walker, the center. And then you got the top returners for Colorado will be Jack Bailey, Tyler Brown, Kareem Harden, Savion Washington, Hank
They still got
Zelinskis.
Jack Bailey? Oh, my
Yep. Also,
He
David
about to hit the
Connor,
portal.
Oh, my God.
Connor gonna stick around.
He's third string.
Isaiah Jota, McCrimmon is gone, and I think Jack Wilter they still got. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
What's that, like
9,
13?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, at least 13 linemen right now.
That's not
At the
even
very
enough.
least.
That's not enough.
We still need
And
some.
that's me
Yeah,
probably
that
missing a
Benson
couple
need to
of
go,
them.
Yeah, he need to add more
We
5 more
need
to
at least,
that. Yeah.
we need at least about 6, 7. 15
Yeah,
to
you
be
gotta have at
just
least 20
barely
on the
enough.
roster.
Yeah, we need to leave 20.
Right.
Only
I
a
feel like
3D.
it's
Yeah,
very
that's
nice
barely
if he
3D.
could get some walk-ons.
And I didn't
Walk
name
But you know
on
what,
Jack
Chico?
Seaball. I know he's still there.
They
22.
do got that
Oh,
walk-on, too.
Oh,
yeah,
and then
walk on
you got to think about
Cash.
you got Jack Seaball still there. Then you got Cash Cleveland coming in as a walk-on, and then you got the kid from FAU also. He's there. And I think
So
I
they
might
got
be
about
missing-
20.
Cash gonna
I
earn
think
him a
we're at
scholarship.
least at 15 right now. Let me see.
3 deep. They got 3 deep right now.
Finally, but we need
they
more
still
than that
got
though.
Wiltie and Bailey. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we need that gotta get
That's why I said the tryout earlier. They're gonna try him out.
let him line up against Nwanko.
That's why I said the tryout earlier. Y'all didn't understand what I mean by that. We for the
Right.
tryout,
Oh,
see
yeah.
how you stronger or you better since last year.
Hey, it's a Cutlass pulling up this class. To tell you,
like,
Fold
look,
ain't the build though.
I feel like because I heard that Jeff Fisher might become the head coach of Washington. So
What?
I mean, with all these coaches leaving, there might be some players out there. There might
So
be
that's
some players
Arizona,
out
right?
there. Yeah.
Oh,
They say he
it's
might be
open
going to
season.
Washington.
Arizona can't take
It's
no
open
licks.
season.
They take any lick right now. It's over for Arizona.
You know, we was on track like the duck hunt. You know, he like to hunt. Yeah, it's open season for them D linemen, especially them D linemen. It's open season.
I think the
So
next second portal
there might
open.
be
I
some
think
linemen
Coach
out
Prime
there.
gonna really spin the bag next portal open when he realized what he really need to have a successful season after the spring game when the second portal open in the summer. I really think that's when he really gonna get the players he need then.
I think something about to happen right now.
But
I
that
think
means that
this
he got to
spring
get some
about to
players
be,
like they walking papers, though.
man, watch. I see it happening right now. That
That means that
line
Coach
need to
Prime
get
had
an
to give
upgrade.
some people.
Like we still need to get
That's
that
why
depth got to
during this
get bigger.
spring, Coach Prime had to give some people some of their walking papers, man.
Oh, you
Yeah,
already know that's
that's
coming.
That's gonna happen.
You know that's coming, yo. Yeah,
He
you can go to San Diego State. You can keep your scholarship in San Diego State. Hey, go ahead and hit the beach. Hey, go there, eat some tacos, enjoy yourself. Arriba.
Or
And then we
even
gotta realize some of them guys graduate this year. Like Jack Bailey and some of them guys might graduate this year and just graduate out of the program. So
Bailey, best bet is to go to San Diego State and
No,
hope
but
he get a couple pancakes.
they still get a second transfer though, so they can still
He
transfer.
about to. I don't even think Bailey gonna make it through the practice. Tell you the truth.
Hey, yo, Chico.
Yo.
Do you think some of them freshmen, maybe wide receivers, gonna play?
I think Cam McHale has a chance to play. I think Draylon Miller has a chance to play. Draylon and Cam McHale, those I think are the special ones as far as freshmen go. McHale and
What you
Draylon
think
Miller.
about the guys from last year, though?
The freshman.
The Waseems
Wasim and I think Adam Hopkins went to defense. Caleb Mathis. I saw a depth chart that had wide receivers on there too. I can share with y'all, so y'all can say what y'all think. I can find this list again. Let me see.
It's
I know
Omarion and
Wasim's
Cardell.
still there. That the guy that got that damn last name is that's kind of hard to say. It start with an O.
Oh, Jordan.
The tight ends.
Okanoa.
Jordan.
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, you got a bunch of guys still there. You got Page coming back who red shirted also.
Damn.
Man,
Yeah,
them
you got a
freshmen about to
bunch
get
of wide
spanked.
receivers, dog.
Them freshmen about to be getting spanked in practice. I'm telling you, finally. Last year they was doing the spanking, man. How your freshmen in here beating you up, man? Come on, man. I'm telling you, hey. Dylan and them gonna learn how to run that ball this year. Jack Bailey and them gonna say, hey, Coach Prime, I'm about to hit the portal. And we about to get some more Bama line up in here, something. I don't see it sticking around like how it's sticking around
I hope
at
they
all.
get that lineman for Washington, man. On the real, that right tackle, bro, number 76, man. On the real, I hope they get him.
You think
I really,
you think Reese
Surprised
gonna help bring
if you
Say that again. You be surprised what?
don't be surprised if we see some of that action. We get some of that action from Washington.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's why Coach Prime probably holding out. He knew it was going to be a lot of coaching moves, and with that being, possible, that means that all of those players from those universities that the coaches leave from is they're now available, and if they want to leave. So if I'm doing the recruiting, and I got, let's say, I'm less than 10 scholarships left, or I have 10 scholarships left, and I know it's going to be some more moves, I might as well just wait. Let me just hold off. What's the last day, dog? I got to make the decision. Okay, all right. I'm gonna hold off to then and let everything play out, and then all these guys can see what new coaches that they're gonna have. They can make their comparisons, and then they can say, you know what, it won't be a quick, fast move like DJ probably made, and now he had to go back to Florida State. It'll be a more thought out move, and then it could be from Washington, from Alabama, from all these other schools. They got a larger place to pick from, and maybe they can get exactly what they want. That's what I'm hoping that's going on right now.
But let me ask you this
yeah, 'cause
question.
that
That's why
Spring Porter
he
gonna be
say
jumping.
40-40-20. That's why he didn't really get too many high school players this year, because he need ready bodies with 2 or 3 years left. So most people don't realize that.
No,
Like
we got the number of high school players that the 40-40-20 suggests. You got 10.
that's why
Nine
that's
to
what I'm
10.
saying. I agree with you. They don't realize that he wants a proven player that he can develop, that has been in now probably 1 year in college and got 2 years left. Okay, I see potential in that. Instead of going off a high school film and the high school guys come in and not mature and stuff like that. So I understand the 40-40-20. Most people do not
That's
realize
beautiful.
that.
I think it's better because now you could focus on this group of freshmen and actually develop them and pit them up against better talent that you got in there that's experienced. That's how you actually get to develop. Like a lot of teams, they got a lot of the same class or a few
Well,
classes higher. It ain't really developing your player.
That's
Unless,
like
I
well,
feel
with
like high school players. I feel like the
well,
high
it's
schools
iron
don't
sharper
get picked.
iron, man.
I feel like they should just walk on, bro. On the real, I feel like they
They're
should
gonna
walk
either go
on.
to state schools. I think the high schoolers that didn't get the cream of the crop pick is going back to the old school. Like if you remember like how it was before, like when it used to be mad walk-ons, it's hard to like when they didn't start freshmen, like
Yeah,
now it's a bunch of sophomores playing, like it's sickness. It's like now the really, really, really good freshmen, like the high schoolers, are gonna go to the big ones, and all the other 4 stars and good 3 stars, they're gonna go to your New Mexico State, your Chico State, your San Diego State, your Colorado States, all your little state colleges. It's gonna bring their levels up like how it was before, and it's
basically
gonna
saying they're
bring
gonna spread out
football
the
back
talent.
up.
yeah,
The talent gonna be spread out now.
Right,
yeah.
it's gonna
I
be
feel like
spread
Coach
out.
Ryan. I feel like Coach Ryan should host a preferred walk on. I feel like he should have a preferred walk on type of tryout thing, and just do what the same thing that he did last year. Because
They're
it's
gonna
like
they're gonna welcome
you just
walk-ons,
never
so
know who might boom. You know what I'm saying?
they're gonna welcome like it's like when you trying to get on the team or are you trying to get a position on the team, 2 different things. Like to be a walk-on is try to get on the team, so you ain't gotta don't know anybody even know you. So most teams had like 25 position walk-ons, 50 walk-ons. You can come in the summer and practice with the team and see if you can make the team. The people on the team, they fighting for positions, so
But
they already on the
but you
team.
don't remember Coach Prime was mad at the walk on last year, saying they wouldn't give him a good look.
All right, because he let them come on as walk-ons, and
There you go. They were
they're
preferred
not.
walk ons.
Well, I don't like. I mean, well, yeah, but see, a preferred walk-on is like when you take a third string player and say, "Hey, man, you know what? I can't give you a scholarship, but you can stay on the team as a walk-on." That's like a preferred walk-on. So, yeah, he didn't really take nobody scholarly and make him a walk-on. So, like when you got your team, they already gonna be doing their thing. I think he gonna finally have walk-ons come on so they can overload the coverages, or not coverages, but like the practice look, for bodies and all that.
Yeah, I
Because
agree with
most
what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with
so
exactly what you're saying. But I, like you said, his hand is involved this year. Last year, he was just putting the pieces together because he was rushed. This year, he making strategic moves now because
right,
he ain't never said who was OC and DC yet, or tight end coach or none of that.
it's OC Pat Shermer. He said Pat Shermer was the OC when he said he's removing Sean Lewis. I don't know, everybody keep thinking he didn't name his OC. I'm like, didn't he just say our OC is Pat Shermer? He never said nothing else after that, but everybody keeps saying who the OC is. Like he didn't just say Pat Shermer's a new OC. Like I love it because now look, Pat gonna be able to work with Shedeur all spring and these receivers, and they're gonna be able to see what they could do. They're gonna be able to write into their plays, how they gonna run in the summer. Like all of this little detailed stuff we people don't really like look at like that go into like your season. So he gonna be able to work with Shedeur, work with all of Russell, not so much Will Shepherd to the summer. It's gonna be late for him, so he's gonna have to work within the scheme. But now they get to actually like play their book on their talent they brought in, which I'm pretty sure they brought in the talent that's gonna help Pat Shermer's playbook go crazy. So it's gonna be really,
Yeah,
really,
I
really
kind of
good
think
next
it.
year.
I kind of think it kind of make more sense to have Pat Sherman to be the OC
Yeah,
instead of bringing in a whole nother guy. And some of these guys only got like 1 year to learn a whole nother scheme. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that would make sense
It's
at
just
all.
not this that. It's this. Look, if I just met you, right, it might be harder for me to teach you something new. But if I knew you for a like a couple of years, it's easier for me to teach you something. So
Right,
most of that team, they all know Pat. Like this is as much as they know Prime, that who just got with CU. But remember, other players was with Prime for 3 years already. So they already
right.
and been playing together 3 years. Some been playing together 3 years. Some got 2 years. And this is gonna be everybody's first year with this new team. But you got a little fruition of years of teams of people playing together. So all of that's gonna be easier to coach and talk to each other, and it's gonna be easier to learn faster. Talking to somebody you kind of know.
Yeah, because if it was like just say like once
I
Shador
have
in the league,
a question. I
and
have a
like
quick
Walter Taylor became like the starter, right? Okay, it made more sense to bring in like another OC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It, because Pat
Or
and Shador
analysts.
would, yeah, or you know what I'm saying. For me, if Walter Taylor became the starter after Shador, I'd bring in another OC. You know what I'm saying?
I
well,
But like
think if Pat would
at
have if
this
Pat
time,
would have
at
got
this moment, I wouldn't.
can y'all hear me?
if Pat would have got there before Lewis, it wouldn't have been no Lewis.
Can y'all hear
It
me?
was
Yeah,
yeah, we
hold,
can hear
hold
you.
on. Let me
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. You good?
Go ahead. You on? I don't know.
One
Did you
second.
mute your mic now? Did you mute your mic?
He went on, then he went off.
Yeah.
My
All right.
question is this.
Go ahead.
Did he fall back in the matrix?
Is that Washington offensive
Can
line
y'all
right
hear
there?
me?
What's the
I
where's the
know.
tackle
I
you
watched
talking
him.
about?
It was good. I watched him all. I was
Yeah, the right tackle.
the whole line pretty much.
Hello?
They was just getting pressured on them
Yeah, that right
D's
tackle nice,
at
bro.
nine.
I think he entering the draft though. One of them
Nah,
being
he just went to the portal. I
oh,
think.
is the left tackle that's entering the draft?
No, the right tackle I want.
Oh, okay.
Good cut block right there by the big fella.
I'll take the offensive line coach. Well, we already got an O-line coach.
Look at him right
We
there.
should have tried.
Every play out here, he making some plays though. That big right tackle, I like him.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's good. Look at it.
You going to work?
We should have tried to get Theo. See, shoot.
Their OC, I think, gonna go with that coach though.
Oh yeah, 73. Damn, I was kind of off there. I thought he was 76. Yeah, 73 is nice, bro.
I know one of the linemen is from Colorado.
Yeah, that's number 73.
Oh, he's from Colorado.
Right? Yeah. Hey, what? Colorado had like a few linemen in that game.
Right. The center from Michigan was from Colorado. That's crazy.
What?
The starting center from Michigan is from Colorado. I think the word is the coaching staff before said that he was too small or something. That's crazy.
Man, look at him, bro. He ain't, bro. They ain't getting no pressure on that right side, bro.
Michigan had a good line this year. They really had a good line this year. I think they just got outmanned against Michigan. They just got outmanned. They was rotating like 13, 14 D linemen.
Man,
they
Michigan went 3
That's
deep
huge.
on
it.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Right? Imagine, see,
Swaney
that's prime time. Yeah, that's Swaney. He there.
Hey, did y'all see that defensive lineman?
Little Punisher.
350 for Michigan. That 350-pound defensive lineman they kept rotating in. That's how they was stopping the run. He got a sack.
That's how you keep him fresh. You got to keep him fresh. We couldn't do that last year because we couldn't trust nobody to rotate. Like, who we going to rotate somebody, give up a big one?
He's 350, bro. If you go right now and look at him, he's 350. He got a sack. Yeah, he blew out. He knocked the center down off the snap and got the sack.
Yeah, he ran like the last.
Mention my number 55 or something like that. He's like 55.
I know he was big. He had a beard. He was 25 years old.
It's about keeping them linemen fresh.
I have a question. He is from Colorado, number 73. Go ahead, asking the question. Bro, if you say you got a question again.
Yeah, my question is this.
Go ahead.
when colleges or these programs.
Go ahead. No. Say what?
I think there's a little lag. I think that's what's happening. It's lagging on my end for some reason. So if new coach come in, these programs, don't they give the new coaches a probational period to turn around their program?
It could be negotiated. It might be. It might not be.
Will the new coaches have a negotiating period or a what period?
I think it's the duration of the contract.
A probational period. Why would they have a probational period? Why would you have a probational period to turn around your program? Like,
that's mostly the duration of the contract.
Well, they give them like 2 to 3 years, right? So when you want to get experienced players versus getting.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, I think what you're saying is with coaches coming in, there's a period of, I guess wanting to win right now if you're a coach. You want to win right now. You want to make some type of good impression right now. Yes, of course. Everybody want to do that. So yeah, I think a good route is what you're asking is to go through the transfer portal to get some men who have already been through college football. Yeah, I think that route is there. But in a situation like a guy coming to Alabama, I don't think you feel like I have to go through the transfer portal because you probably have a multitude, as Coach Prime would say, of 4 and 5 stars and high level 3 stars that's on your roster. For instance, I was blessed to be able to be at an Alabama practice. And when I tell you, man, I saw so many players that wasn't even thought about they're going to get on the field, but look like they could be starting at other places right now. You feel me? Like
there's red shirts and gray shirts everywhere.
Red shirt, gray shirt. He behind this guy who's a 5-star. He's a 5-star too. He got injured one game, so now the other guy that was behind him jumped in front of him. So he's really good to be a starter, but the other guy got a chance, and now he's the starter. And so I'm like,
Right.
damn.
Now
But
Bama
You know
got
what's
mad
crazy
talent
though,
through them
Chico? Hey,
walls.
man, you know what's crazy? I don't understand how some kids
But
would just go to a school and just sit just to say that they went to that school, just like a
and
Oregon
Well, you
or like
need
an
1 year,
Alabama
right,
man.
dog.
or just like a Georgia or like you know what
Yep,
I'm saying, or like
You
a
only need
Michigan.
1 year.
yep.
Bro,
You
they would
got
just
4
come
years
to
to
the
do
school
one.
and just sit, bro, and just sit and just want to
Cause you got
and
4
just
years to
be
do
at the
one.
school,
I
which is
went to
crazy to me.
UAB. That wasn't, of course, that wasn't the biggest school that recruited me, but my thing was I wanted to, for some dumb reason, I wanted to stay in the state of Alabama. University of Alabama was on probation. Auburn wanted me at linebacker real bad, but I wanted to, for some reason, catch passes and play tight end, right? But I knew at Auburn, prime example, they had a tight end who I had played against in high school and who I knew had the size to go pro, and I knew that they would play him. And that's big Robert Johnson, 6'7", 250 pounds, coming out of high school. Who went on
Dang.
to play with the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears for a short stint. But he was like top player in high school, right? I played against him at linebacker, and I need to bring him on the show. I'm gonna start bringing on some college greats on the show. I need to bring him on the show, but I'll say this to him right now. But I played him at linebacker and locked him up at linebacker. So that's when Auburn, who was on who he was committed to, they began to recruit me hard at linebacker. But
Hey
because I
Chico,
knew
is that your story or his story?
that's why I said he'll come on here and I'll say the same thing to him, and he will have to say, "Hey, we'll see when he come on here. Then how about that?" But apparently it must have been true because right after that they had offered me at the camp, but right after that I remember they really started coming on hard after me after playing that game against them. And but point what I was trying to make was I wanted to play tight end. I knew he was there. I knew the caliber of player he was. And then he was a year before me. And then they had another tight end named Cooper Wallace, right? Who wore my number and who was more my size. But honestly, coming out of high school, he had the complexion for the connection that I felt. And I was like, they're gonna play this white kid at Auburn, and he got a legacy or whatever. So I'll be at least at the most third screen behind Robert and behind this white kid who already got my number. I'm not going to Auburn, right?
Wow.
So Georgia wanted me at linebacker too. I didn't want to go to, I wanted to stay in state, remember? So UAB came calling, and I'm like, I could build something here. I can go here that nobody really knows about. It's still in Alabama. My sister went to this school, so I'm kind of familiar with it. Boom. Here's the icing on the cake. I got a former coach from high school coming to me. He recruited me now. He's at UAB. He played at Alabama, and he used to coach in my high school, so he knew me from when I was a youngster. So now he's at UAB recruiting me hard. He's telling me, man, we getting top players out of Georgia and so on, which ended up being Roddy White, Daryl Hackney, other players who went pro, Brian Thomas, who played with the Jets for years. We had a few guys who went pro from that UAB class that I came in on. But it was because of recruiters like that and the mindset of me having, I don't want to go to these big schools like Auburn and play behind these legacy players and other 4 or 5-star guys who already got the size. I know I'm undersized, but I know I can play. I just need the chance, And that's what a lot of players do. They choose to go to those Auburn's and Alabamas and never really get a chance to play because they're behind the guy who they probably didn't know about. Luckily, I knew about these guys.
Right.
I was studying rosters at a young age. I was making my own videotapes at a young age. I was doing YouTube before YouTube, dog, with VHS tapes. So
Dubbing.
it's just going to be about the mindset of these kids. If they realize that it's about building something rather than going to these long legacies. Like I remember going to Auburn and seeing the statues of Bo Jackson, Pat Sullivan, all these people. And I was like, shoot, I would have to do a whole bunch to get up here. But maybe I can go to UAB and build something there, which, we
And
went
play.
out, and play as a
And
freshman
actually,
like I did.
right.
and have the opportunity to do the things that we did. Went to the first bowl game. At the time when I left, it wasn't a whole bunch of stats, but I was an all-time leading tight end coming out of that place. If I still go back there, respect is there, But I probably could have went to Auburn and would have been a part of that team with Jason Campbell and Cadillac and them, where they went undefeated, right? Or wanted to, what they did something. But at that time, also, shout out to Campbell, who's the quarterback. Who's that boy? Brody Croyle, who's the quarterback at Alabama, and Tavares Jackson, who's the quarterback at Alabama State. It was said that UAB and Alabama State had the best quarterbacks in the state at that time, with Darrell Hackney and Tavares Jackson better than Brody Croyle and Jason Campbell. Look up the stats, look up the players. They were actually better, in my opinion, than both of those guys. Sorry about that long rant. Y'all go ahead, though.
It's my is I think that's why the transfer portal is going. It's like really here to stay because I feel like these kids make these decisions to go to these Bamas and Penn States and all these prestigious schools and like don't try to go to a Colorado or like you know what I'm saying. Don't try to go to a Indiana. You know what I'm saying. I feel like the mindset is gonna make a switch because these kids gonna want to play.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna want to sit behind people no more. So when they do go to these Georgias, they just gonna jump in the portal and schools like Minnesota, schools like Wisconsin, Nebraska, Colorado, and Arizona, they pretty much gonna snatch up these players.
And that's what should happen, though.
Yeah,
Right.
and I think the more it happens, kids' mindset is gonna switch. Like, man, I don't want to sit. I want to play.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna develop football because now you're gonna have had teams that got multiple teams with talent and games that look like games, and we're gonna see who the best of the best instead of somebody sitting down somewhere. I've seen the change because I remember when everybody was kind of good. Like it really wasn't just I mean, come on, so many dynasties from UCLA to Cal to Arkansas to LSU to Georgia. I mean, everybody. So that was when it was just more talent because, for one, children, were outside playing. And when children were playing, they were playing sports. And for like the last 10, 15 years, just to find athletes, I mean, they're there, but not like how they were in the earlier days. And it was just way harder to find talent now because it's just not that many children that's playing sports, just compared to the 90s when everybody played sports, when everybody at least played something and at least stopped playing in high school or kept going to college. Now it's just everybody's online. So just off of that alone, you're not getting that same effect total play among schools. You know what I mean? So
I don't think
this is
it's
going to
that.
allow that
I don't
to
think that
happen.
kids is not playing. I think that these kids is like now looked as like a dollar sign now. You know,
With that too.
I think these kids is so like kids back then. These kids surpass us. It's like now these kids is marketable now. So it's just like if they do play, it's all thought out. You know what I'm saying? It's like they gonna go to this camp. They gonna go to this camp and do this around these coaches, around these players. You know what I'm saying? Because the more of the recognition they get, the more like the NIL kind of skyrocket. So it's like when these scouts do come out, you know what I'm saying? These kids talking about them cutting the check instead of talking about playing time nowadays.
Oh yeah. The communication is way different now. This on the exposure rate because in high school it's so easy to get a lot of followers and get brand eligible because just how the generation communicate everything online. So you start doing your thing with the sports, of course, and that right there is bringing that conversation. Now, I think that's LeVar Ball again. I'm gonna keep bringing him up because he did bring all of this to play. With the NIL deal, showing how to make your family a brand and be an
Right.
ambassador behind that. Okay, that's pretty much all NIL is. There is brand ambassadors and global ambassadors of their name and image. So it's wonderful business, and that just took the whole thing. And again, it goes back to bringing up the sport. I couldn't hear you.
And who's better at doing it than Coach Prime?
Oh, Prime, of course. You can look. They were saying, man, Deion got these young men, these children out here making money. Like these young men out here, and then like
I mean,
the top
he got a kick
athlete
out
players.
commercial. Come on, model.
He got everybody on his team.
He got model
NIL
commercial.
deal. But see, not just that, he gonna have these young men and these children come to school and university and become like a real executive CEO. That class he got going on. Oh yeah, that's McCaskill. He know how to get you out. That class is gonna develop CEOs. Like straight up, that Prime Legend marketing branding course that he got going on, that's gonna develop CEOs on its own.
Right.
On his own. And then you're gonna be an athlete. So then you're gonna know how to delegate your paperwork, your contracts, you know what I'm saying, and run your brand and your board and all that. And that's CEO. That's straight up executive, chief. What you mean, officer status? Like, it's a lot that he doing right now that's gonna really just affect just the whole sport. That's why everybody templating his system now. They don't want to say it, And then you hear about Saban. They want to make Saban the commissioner, knowing it should be Prime. But hey, Prime gonna work. What if Prime and Saban work as the NIL commissioners of college football? But I don't think Saban want to deal with it. What you think?
No, but Saban don't want them problems, man.
I
Saban
heard
don't want
Saban.
them problems.
They said Saban gonna still be like involved with Alabama, like with the recruiting.
I heard that too. I don't think that'll be. Well, I mean, it could work, but I don't think it'll be right. Because it'll be like a Pat Riley situation. But then again, it could work if he just stay out of the way, let them do what they do. Shout out to Playmaker for putting this on with Alton McCaskill, A Day in the Life of Alton McCaskill. Y'all go check that out when y'all get a chance to make Playmaker HQ. My dog Alton McCaskill. They showed him coming out of his house though. They could have cut or something, because if you live in Boulder, you know where this is. You're like, man, I know where that is. That's right around the corner.
They gonna be chanting in front of his house when he got to go for a Heisman.
I know exactly what it is. But then again, much love to her, man. But she showed up in this to do an interview with the man. It's a young college student. Dang. Look at mama back there. Trying to get him.
Chico, damn, man.
I wasn't
trying to set my dog up.
Alton wasn't messing around though. You can tell.
Wasn't the
though. But look at mama back there. Shout out to mama. Y'all check her out. She the real deal. Check her out,
man.
Check her out on Prime Parents. She the real deal back there. Check her out, Miss Monica. But yeah, you say she's trying to shoot her shot.
Yeah, I thought she was
different. She sure wasn't shooting the energy. You said.
Damn.
Yeah, mama ain't having it either. She back
mama
there.
Right there. She know what time
right
it is.
there.
How you gonna show up to my son? I thought this was a professional shoot. Right. What this is right here?
This is not professional at all.
Don't make me get up on y'all. Now you have my son back here at 10:30. Don't be playing no game. Don't be playing no game.
Gonna keep your right chair.
Oh, now Jimmy Rizzo up in here.
Nope.
I love you, my brother. I love you, my brother.
Yeah.
Chico, look. Yeah. I kind of had a thought, right? Instead of these schools like the non-conference games, how they play like a lot of like low tier schools, why won't they just play one team from each conference? Just say like, okay, like Georgia, right? Georgia play a team from a Big Ten. They play a team from the Big Ten, then they play a team from like the Big 12 or something like that, and they play a team from like the ACC.
I love this.
We talking about the playoffs? Or
Instead of
you talking about the season?
nah, I'm just talking like the regular season. Instead of them playing like
They was gonna do that at first, but they didn't. They were supposed to play I think it was like 5 conference or something, and then 1 like SEC school and then 1 ACC school. They was talking about that, but then they didn't do it. They was when they was trying to figure out how they was gonna play with Florida and the ACC after Texas and Oklahoma moving to the SEC. They wanted to trying to see how they was gonna try to figure out the degree of football within those little games played within holding the SEC, like level, like you know what I mean. So if they lost to a Pac-10 school, a Big Ten school, or they lost to an ACC school trying to grade them or something, but they didn't.
Saying that they need help. I'm not sure, guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure somebody need help or saying
that would have been sick.
Need gas or something like that. Y'all can handle that in the chat. I don't want to condone anything and have y'all sending money, and I don't know where y'all sending money to. And then y'all say, Chico, you had us send money to somebody in your chat, and that's a scam. I don't know. I don't know, dog. I hope you're all right. Who is that? John Dalton saying that he's in Arkansas somewhere and got a problem or something. But I think they handle it in the chat. I appreciate y'all. But what they say, John Dalton, are you asking for money or a gas can?
There's some buffoonery going on in the chat.
Yeah, Anyways, back to the subject, back to the regularly scheduled program. I hope everybody all right out there, wherever you're checking in from, wherever you're listening from. I know it's late night some places.
Y'all don't think that she was flirting with dude?
Was she flirting with him?
Oh,
yeah.
Hey,
you see at the end, you see that she had her hands like he was trying to get a hug.
I can react to it. We can react to it. You know what I mean? Let's react to it. Here we go.
At the end, I watched it.
Hold on.
He's like,
I'm brush it off. Say, you gotta go.
Yeah, he said you gotta get out my house. He's like, I don't know, but I gotta get out my house. She's like, what? Like that?
I'm just gonna start it from right here.
She was looking for a hug. He was like, you could go.
Yeah, that's part. Okay, I didn't miss it either. Then
You
okay,
wasn't the only one that read that.
Why do you remind me of Blind Date, bro?
Yeah. Blind Date. Damn.
Why do you remind me of Blind
wide
Date?
open. Oh man, please don't tell me that.
He used to have that one camera always following them. It just being awkward.
Right, like you ain't there.
Oh, it's literally a person walking with them. Huh?
And it was obvious, bro, because she was like at the end she had her jacket on. I seen it because he put his arms around the shit.
I don't think it ain't no blind date though. Wait, let me sit here and watch what's going on. I don't think it's blind date. I think it's a day in the life. She just happened to be the host, and she's wearing what she want to wear. Some people might think it's provocative, some people may not. But I was just bringing it up and seeing was it an issue or not. You know what I mean? I don't know. I would just say that, being a Southern or having a Southern black mom, she probably would be like, well, are you coming over here dressed like, instead of being conservative, but you're not in a conservative, maybe you're not in a conservative part of the country, and that's okay to wear, and that's cool,
Really just see all the motor.
How's the energy at the stadium this
No,
season?
I think
Is it different than any other time you
I'm
played
being
football?
real with you, bro.
Wait. Go back. You think what? You say you think what?
I believe she was flirting with him.
Oh, you think she was flirting with him? Oh,
I said I think she was flirting with him. Yeah.
Okay.
It's completely off.
She crossed the line.
I love how supportive they are. Super appreciative, and it makes me feel like really good. When like no matter what, you have people, fans, a supportive nation behind you who really just wants to see you do better.
What's the journey of your recovery look like?
Just like any journey, there's ups and downs, and then there's smooth coastings as well. But I'd say it's been pretty smooth. I've been approaching it, I feel like, very well, more than a lot of people would. And just off like how hard I work and my mentality towards everything, I haven't let it consume me, really just change who I am as a person.
I mean, this is a great place to come and get your mind right.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's so like relaxing and like calming up here. Like just like looking down, and it's so quiet up here. Like compared to like all the chaos down there.
It's all right.
Probably nice to like get away sometimes. From like the
Nah,
craziness
bro.
of
When they made the food,
all that,
and
just,
she's
get
like,
away.
"Look what we created!
Is it
It's
different
so
from,
beautiful."
how
Like,
do you
wait,
feel, like, playing
huh?
this
How
weather?
you create the food?
You just kind of, you stay as warm as you possibly can on the sideline, and then you.
I literally could barely walk in this weather. Like, I don't know how you guys are like playing a full ass.
Where is she from? And she obviously she's not in Colorado because she's surprised about the weather and stuff.
Man, she
No,
probably
that's
from
Colorado.
California.
Yeah, that's Colorado. She ain't from Colorado, but that's Colorado.
Man, she sounded like she from California.
The kitchen scene was it. I was like,
And
it
you
was too
can't be
much.
from Colorado if you come out here with that little bit of clothing on, that little bit of jacket, and think you was gonna do something. You obviously didn't come prepared.
It's supposed to be a blizzard tomorrow.
Days when like we'd have to like
That part.
And, like,
Man, any girl from Colorado, man, she probably been out there with a snowsuit on.
He focused though. McCaskill focused. He stayed focused, yo. He stayed focused. He's like,
Store and everything.
Shopping?
why? The end is a trip. The end get crazy. Right here, up in here, it get crazy. They start cooking.
Make it home to mama. Let's go home to mama. And mama gonna keep it real. I haven't seen this at all.
You didn't see this?
If they give mama something to say, I bet she gonna keep it real. Whatever she say.
Our groceries.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm gonna see you shop
Oh
right?
my God.
Real quick,
but you trying to get him, man.
You know what I'm saying?
This part right here. What is this? Ain't an interview.
All right.
This when the interview became something else.
They found the. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Dog. Shout to mama no once again.
Is this an often
but you trying to show
thing
mama
you guys cook together? Yes, he's my sous chef. That's what you get cooking. I say so too. All right, we're gonna be relying on you, hubby. Okay, of course. Let's wash hands and start getting the veggies chopped up.
Mama Mo.
If she can't cook, run, Otto. She can't cook,
Look
dog.
at spatula work here. He's going in. This is like Tommy Patty's secret formula. Do you ever snack while you're playing? Is that a thing people do, or you can't get your controller there?
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely
How you playing the game doing the interview, bro?
I thought I said, man, hey, this what I do when my mama cook. I go get on the game. You know what I mean? And plus, I need to have some distraction because you up in here with this bodysuit on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part.
I'm a young college student. You up here with this bodysuit on now. Let me go over here and play Call of Duty or Madden.
He playing games. He don't even play over there. He's like, man, I don't even play this game, man. But I'm
trying to end off my day for real. Let's go over there, dog.
And you still here? I thought the interview was over with.
It ain't over yet.
I'm not a big snack guy. Like I'll be like if I'm eating during the game, it's like I'm eating.
Asking me about snacks.
Yeah.
Something I ordered or like something else cooked.
Alto cold-blooded though. Hey, Alto cold-blooded though. My eyes are at your eyes, ma'am. You feel me?
Right.
My eyes are at your eyes, ma'am. I'm built for this. You understand?
Very respectful.
Everything.
Yeah.
Straight up.
What's one thing you will not eat?
Mashed potatoes, my dog. You don't eat mashed potatoes?
Oh my God!
I had a friend like that. It was crazy too. I was like, bro, how you don't eat mashed potatoes, bro?
Oh man,
bro, it looked like that's all she could cook. Is mashed potatoes.
With no gravy.
Man, you wrong.
Salt and pepper only.
Oh
I'm
no!
telling you, this is my first shooting game. I'm not a shooting game first. I can get on the line and stuff.
Oh man.
How you supposed to ignore that, bro?
Bring me no mashed potato with no gravy. I'm gonna throw it back at you.
Go on.
You saved us. You literally saved us. You were gonna if you didn't come, we were just gonna end up hungry.
Well, I'm glad I was able to assist. I hope it turns out.
No, it looks really good. We're gonna need a taste test now after he's done on the game. Okay, without him watching, is there anything you want to tell him without him hearing?
without him here. And I just want to tell him to always believe in himself, always continue to put God first in everything that he does.
Oh, bro.
You know, success and greatness is
Look at
destined
that,
for
man.
his life.
She,
Oh, man, Shorty trying to squeeze in, bro. That's
she
what that
planning.
is.
What you planning for?
Our creation.
Cheers.
Ooh, our creation,
Oh,
huh? Oh
I thought she
wow,
was
you
gonna try to feed my dog. I
yeah.
was like, hold up, dog.
our
Hold
creation.
on. That's crazy. How do we say they curation and his mama made everything?
You see how she tried to take credit for it just that fast. Try to take credit for
That's
it.
crazy, bro. I would have kicked out.
I look, but look, keep looking, just keep watching, yo.
Hey,
Oh,
yo,
this is good. Just keep
hold up.
watching.
Bro, this is crazy.
That's when it got weird for sure.
That is fire.
Is
Yeah,
good.
that's weird.
All right, I know
That is fire.
it's
She
been a
knows
long
she was
day.
awkward.
We did a
Yeah,
lot
she hella
today.
awkward, bro.
So I'm exhausted. Thank you for hanging out with me all day, showing us what your life is like behind the scenes. I had a lot of fun.
I did too. I did
He
too.
didn't expect his mama to be
But
there. That's probably
Look,
what it was.
My dog just kicked her out.
look. She's like, he said what she's looking for what? He's like, He got his arm like, nah.
he really said, get the hell out of my house. Get out of my crib. Bye. Good luck tomorrow.
It's like what Dion, what Coach Prime said. His coach used to say back in the day. He said, "Hey, listen, after a certain time, you want to stay away from guns. Well, all the time, you want to stay away from guns, drugs. Well, Warren Sapp said this. These things that get you in trouble after 12 a.m. Tony Dungy said it. Guns, drugs, women you know too well, and women you don't know well enough. Think about it. So that covers all of them, right? Women you know too well and the ones you don't know well enough. That's all women after 12 o'clock. If you an athlete back in this is what Tony Dungy said. Now he said back in the day, that's what you want to stay away from after 12 o'clock. And my dog Alto,
You know, I think
on point this whole interview. Oh, nah.
Look at
He
it.
really said, get the
you know
hell
I
out of
don't
my
want
house.
to wait
Get out of my crib.
but I mean,
Right.
Hey, man, it's like a trap, man. It's just
but
like a trap, man.
Did it seem like it though?
he was trying to like on him or something, you know. Yeah,
Trying to reel them in. They
trying to
know
shoot a shot.
So all
man,
the ladies in the
didn't know
chat,
about Denver.
all the ladies in the chat, I guess you guys just heard an inside perspective of look like 4 or 5 males on here and how we feel or how we think in those situations, I guess. And I just wanted to put it out there. Did y'all think that her dress was appropriate or not appropriate for that? Look at Cookie chiming in and said the hair all on the food. Pull your hair back.
Pull up on that man mama.
Don't care. It's an
And I ain't
interview.
trying to go in on her like that. I don't even know the young girl. She probably is just as nervous. Oh man.
Yes, Alton is very good. I'm talking about I guess I'd look at it from a producer standpoint, a guy behind the scenes or behind the camera, or whoever set it up, and probably has something to do with wardrobe or whatever. And y'all notice she's covering herself in front of his mom. So if she's covering herself in front of his mom, then obviously she must feel a certain way about what she have on.
What you got on? Yeah, exactly.
I didn't say that. You said that. She's covering herself.
Man, she should have came with a snowsuit, man.
I'm just saying that, that's my first time seeing somebody get interviewed, in a situation like that. That's just me. That was my first time seeing that. And, it probably is absolutely nothing. Or it could be everything.
Alton probably got a little sweetheart somewhere. He ain't gonna disrespect her.
All right, put it like this. All right, here's a better question.
I don't know what you
Here's a better,
but you gotta get out of here.
Here's a better question for the moms out there in the chat. For the moms,
You don't know Alton girlfriend.
For the moms and the girlfriends or the people in the relationship in the chat. All right, for the moms, if a girl showed up and did an interview with your son like that, would you feel any type of way, or how would you feel? Or if you was the girlfriend watching this, how would you feel? Would you feel a certain way? Is it,
That factor.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. I'm not putting it a certain way. I don't want to sway y'all a certain way. I just want to know how would the woman feel looking at this. As a mom to a teen boy, I'd be so weirded out.
Man, if
That's one.
that was my mama would have saw her at the door, closed it, and locked it. For real.
You can't come
You
in.
not coming here. You not
Nah,
coming up in
Boot
here.
I think on the real, my mama would have said, ooh,
Yeah,
something
my
like
mom
that.
would
Like,
have.
ooh, she would have let it be known, like, ooh, like, I see you, baby. And then
Right? Yeah,
probably,
yeah.
probably would have gave me the eye, like, you know,
Boy,
and
what the hell wrong with you?
Hey Chico, I think every boy know that eye from their mama.
yeah.
Bringing this
There's a bunch of
thing
those
off the
eyes.
street up in his house.
It's the eye of, this is a hot mama, stay away from her, or be careful. Or,
You already know mama calling her a thing off the street.
Chico, this right up your alley right here. Ooh. Or, you know, shoot, it could be a lot of ways your mama look at it. She know her son. You know, your mama know your son. Trust me. You know, I've had my mama try to hook me up one time. I thought you liked her. Like, hey, listen, you can't be doing that. What you?
She mark a tally over there.
You know what I
That's
mean?
5
Like,
this week.
how'd you like that?
Yo, man, mama, I keep telling you, stop taking count, mama.
Yeah.
It's only gonna upset you so much.
Coming. Body scrubs are for the club or for the gym. See, that's all I'm thinking right there. That's like a full bodysuit, and you're coming to a young athlete's house, and you're doing an interview. Like, no, you look like
she want to go for a
you
jog.
look like you coming for Netflix and chill up in this thing, coach.
Yeah, it's like she just came from doing Pilates and yoga.
Yeah, come on, man. But hey, he has
Yeah,
been coached very well. Yep, he's been coached very well. I told you his mama was a real one. You feel me? His mama was a real one. His mama probably saw her at the door and turned around and gave him that look my mama would have gave me. And he was like, boom, I'm in there. I already know, mama. I'm good.
You already know mama telling boy, now you know you about to make a lot of money one of these days now.
His arms and his hands are tucked. My dog didn't even hug her by. You feel me?
Right? He's like, I see the hug coming. Nope. Nope. I see what you're asking for. I ain't giving it to you.
Her head. He probably get her head nod.
She did. Then he said, I can't do it. With the head slant like, I see it. I know what you're going through, young man. I know what you're going through over there.
Love it. CJ said, do I follow other teams? Yeah, I follow other teams. Do I do this?
I
Not
thought
really.
when I watched Chico, I thought maybe my mind just gone there, but I was like, I don't want to, like damn.
That's why I just put it out there. I didn't want to make it seem like it's just my mind and I'm trying to go to the gutter or something. I'm looking at it like, listen, I'm getting old, dog. So I'm damn near looking at it like Alto is like my little brother or my nephew or my son. You feel me? And like if this girl was my daughter, I definitely wouldn't want her to show up to any place.
Athlete house?
Talk about doing some business like that, let alone with an athlete.
The star running back.
Yeah, like come on now, dog. Come on. That's what
Coach Kill funny. He said a track car played.
Trap car played. My dog dodged that trap like he shook somebody in the hole. You feel me?
Stiff arm. Then real stiff arm.
Hey, the best thing about this is Chico can ask mom what she thought about her. You're exactly right. I can follow up with it, but I can look at it and see how she reacted to it. But I can follow up with it and ask her. I don't know whether she want to answer on camera, but I definitely can follow up. And honestly, knowing her, she probably Chico, I'll come on camera and tell you, shoot, I don't care. They didn't like the girl.
She had to. She did come on camera when she came behind her. When she stood right there in the kitchen, she came right on camera and watched. If you didn't know, that's mama watching. I said mama watch. That wasn't just the normal watch. That was the mama watch.
My man ain't trying to take mama credit though for like making that food though. I ain't like that, man. You gotta take mama credit, man.
Yeah, you got. Well, I could say you crossing lines, you can't return.
Shout out to Miss Strickland. Miss Strickland said he did very good. I'm proud of him. The block was smooth. Exactly.
Right. That was too obvious. That was just too obvious for me.
Students don't have all of the skills of professionally. I don't think she's a student. I think she's from that company that put on the thing. That was a professional shoot, dog. What is Beyond Buzzer presented by G-Shock? Y'all see that?
Yeah. Hey, G-Shock's a big company, man.
That's maybe I should go back and look and see have they done other interviews And has she done other interviews? Let me see what they say.
But
In
it's
this
very interesting
episode,
how
Beyond the Buzzer, join playmaker Nairi as she unveils the unseen bits of Colorado running back Alton McCaskey. Okay, let me copy this name. Her name is Playmaker Nairi. Okay, let me see if I can find her anywhere else during the interview. And if like that's her thing, that's what she wears, then there you go.
she sounds like she's from California though, in the real. She sounds like she's from California or Arizona. Sorry, Mike, I ain't want to go to Arizona.
Playmaker Nairi. I don't see her anywhere else, dog. I'm gonna search her in on Twitter. I mean on Instagram. But yeah, that was just weird to me. That's all. I just wanted to ask the question and see what everybody felt. I'm gonna get some rest of these comments too. Okay, she's on Instagram. Nairi Shedeur is Kardashian. Okay, she sounds like she's what's Kardashian them dang, I forget what they are. Or not a reaching gosh, I forget their
Armenian, nah, it's called
Armenian.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're Armenian. All right, so here she is. I guess this is her page. Okay, so she's a little, Okay, so she's always something like that, being a part of history, man.
Oh, so she Armenian, like them Kardashians. Oh man, also gotta watch this back, man.
And showed up like this on Alto, dog.
Yeah, he gotta watch this back, man. They could be one of their cousins or something, man. They trying to get in early. They trying to get him like old girl got like Kim got Reggie Bush, man.
No, Alto, no.
I ain't gonna lie though. If I'm a young college player, after the camera's cut, I'm like, hold up, all right. So shit, what's your number, shawty?
Take a nice walk down
What's
the
your
street.
number, shawty? You feel me? I'm 21, 22, about to go to the league, baby. What's your number, shawty?
She go like 911.
Be right back in that house. Mama like, get to them books, boy. You better be on that game when I come in there.
Calling you, boy, get in this house. Oh, yes, ma'am. You're right.
You come here to play football, not boom boom.
Who was that? Who parent was that said? Oh, that was Israel Solomon parent, dad on Prime Parent. He said he was asking his son about the grades or whatever. And he said, son, you know this stuff is beneath you. You know all this stuff. He was like, yeah, but dad, these girls out here choosing. And I feel them. I can understand they probably choosing like heck out there in Boulder right now.
It's Denver.
Players coming in,
Hey man, his dad seems so cool, bro.
Right, that man was
cool. His dad Solomon Popular seems cool, Joe.
Yeah.
He sound like a guy that like you could really kick it with. Like
he made me want
really
to try to go on a trip to Africa with him, dog, and just do some of the stuff he was doing. I don't think she was dressed appropriately. Kay Hayes. Damn.
Yeah, Colorado's something else, though.
So she put her jacket on. A pretty dress would have been fine, right? She knew what she was doing. Glad and hopefully they don't get caught up. As a young woman, she should also be thinking about the situation she put herself in as well. That's that MTV Cribs got the Cribs, yep. Interview. How do y'all feel about next year? CJ Underwood. He's trying to we feel like he's gonna be balling out next year, dog, and they need to give him the ball. And when they give him the ball, he's gonna be running. Big back that's gonna be hard to tackle. 6'1", 215 pounds, coming off an injury, 16 touchdowns. Freshman year at Houston, over 1,600 yards out of the backfield. Yes, give him the ball, let him run, let them guys up front block, let Shedeur Sanders pass the ball when he needs to pass the ball. Don't have to rely on the pass 100%. Now you got a balanced run game. That's what I feel should be going on in Colorado next year.
I think Otto max weight might be like 220. I think he
goes 215. He 215.
Like
he can get about 235, 240 if you want. Easy. See, you're gonna be so big next year. Like, then it's gonna be a little bit. He gonna have nothing but 6'3", 5'6", 6'7" lineman, a 6'2" running back, and a 6'2" quarterback.
Man, Dylan put on some weight, man.
6'5", 6'7" tight end.
Man,
Man, they about
Dylan
to
put
be
on some
huge.
weight. I saw him on X. He got big. Like
Dylan,
Dylan, like he
yeah.
put on some weight, man. Some weight.
Dylan will he just turned 18. He be 19 next year or so. He about to, what was he, 160, 170? He get like 190 this year.
I was
He'll be
looking at him
huge.
like, man, his it kind of like his legs got bigger. It's
Right.
like it seemed like he like getting bigger, kind of like proportion though. You know what I'm saying? It kind
He
of. I
working
mean,
out.
he looked good for running back, man. For real,
Just
he started
mad
getting
fast.
them big legs.
Mm-hmm. They
Yeah,
say he squat like a lineman.
Dylan gonna be tough. I see a lot of moms and parents checking in. I appreciate y'all checking in and letting us know how you feel. The jacket would have stayed on and zipped up, as a grandma would have asked her to cover up. Period. I thought the outfit was inappropriate for the interview. I'm a mom. Yep. And CJ still on here hating. Dang, man, you are. He said y'all are interesting. You are an interesting person too, because you've been on here just coming with a whole bunch of comments with nothing to say.
Man, who gonna be the breakout player on defense or
I
offense? That's
McCaffrey
I
for me.
really want to know
That's
who
my
gonna be like who really gonna be the man. Just like it's like who just gonna be
got
like
McCaffrey.
that guy next year.
The man on
Mr.
defense.
Alto,
I think the man on defense or offense.
both.
The man on offense, it's going to be a collective effort, dog. You got to have that offensive line right. They need to be the men on offense. If they're right, then you got Alton right. If you got Alton running the ball correctly with Dylan Spelling, some of Savion Wilkerson back there too, if that's going right and you can rely on that, Shedeur will be more dangerous. I'm sitting here telling you, he'll be way more dangerous with those receivers outside. If you try to force feed the receivers and use the run as like a byproduct, that's when I think and it doesn't matter how good the quarterback is or whatever. I think that in the game of football, you help yourself out, you help your quarterback out by having a running game. Any team that's won Super Bowls or championships, I can point to a run game somehow, some way.
Yeah,
That
cause you
just
see Michigan, they ain't throw the ball at all. They
look how
hardly
they
threw
ran
the
that
ball.
ball. Seven had some big runs. Then the MVP of the game had some big runs. So
Bro, they ran that
your,
ball
your
down their throat.
your man should be not, trying to, I guess, focus on trying to get a specific award on offense. You should be focusing on getting that offense super balanced to where you're way more dangerous, and that way Shedeur can really, really explode. And I think that's going to create a path for him to get the Heisman by having him a run game, because Heisman Trophy winners win football games and put up numbers. You feel me? So if he can win games and put those numbers going to come, trust those numbers are going to come. But you can't try to force feed it. Let the game come to you. Just like
Anybody like to say how many yards he's gonna pass for this year? I mean, for next year. Anybody like to predict?
About 5 easy. But back to that Michigan, I see Dylan like Blake, like Michigan. I was saying it for weeks. I said I see Dylan like that running back from Michigan when he get about 2-3 years in there, and he gonna be faster than him though than Blake though. They kind of run. They got the little hop step and a real analog runners. They're not really shifty like that. There's analog, hop step, hot cut. You know what I'm saying? Jump step, jump hop, all of the little ping-pongs and be out of there. If Dylan can master the stiff arm, that's all he needs. He needed that in his arsenal. A little stiff arm to boop you and then outrun you. It's gonna be crazy. Dylan lineup, they send Dylan C and they line him up with the safety. And the safety, you ain't gonna get him in that lane in the decap. And you go 9-7 and run Dylan to the safety. Safety not gonna bring Dylan down 1-on-1. Like, just give him 1, 2, 3 of those a game. He gonna have about 4 touchdowns a game. Line him up with a safety, bro. It's game over. Don't doubt Dylan. Dylan gonna hold the rock. All till I see it. But Castle gonna come in with the when the defense tired, and he's gonna be busting off. I think he's gonna be busting off them big runs, wearing the defense down. But Dylan gonna be making them pay.
for Shedeur. No doubt. Dylan needs to get 200. Somebody said looked appropriate for Boulder and hanging out in the mountains, right? All right, but shoot, we still got these comments coming in. Y'all still talking about that, ain't it? Been talking about
We opened up a can of worms, didn't we?
oh no. Yeah. Hey, Cookie, where you from? Y'all try to holler at the women in the chat and everything. Get on them then. Kentucky. You in Kentucky, Cookie? Okay. Let me see. Wilkerson out here selling insurance. Is he even coming back to ball? Man, you got these guys selling everything. It's an NIL situation, baby. We selling everything. Cars, insurance, shoot, notaries. What else? Houses. Anything we can sell, we selling it. if I'm a player nowadays, I'm jumping on any and all NILs.
Everything.
Everything I
Harris
can.
Packed out. I don't care.
Whatever.
Wrestling figures.
I'm telling you, brother. Let me get some of the wrestling figures, man. Like, yeah, you want the local stores and everything.
Everything. I'm selling it all, man. On the real.
I was truly excited when Well Off Media showed those linemen are ready for some football and the excitement that will come with it. Exactly, those wins. One thing I like to see with offensive linemen is them sticking together. That camaraderie translate on the football field. And you see those big guys walking together, talking together, just understanding each other. That natural, I guess I wouldn't say pecking order, but just that natural chemistry will come. You know, you got the natural guys who is the leader. People follow. People gather in his room all the time. He might cook all the time. He's silly.
Right.
He play the game at his spot. You know, all that type of stuff right there. That's going to help out with the team. And for them being together right now, that's going to be made. That's made.
That's all the O-line need. The O-line, once whoever going to be the leader of the O-line, the leader of the D-line, everything going to be all right.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so I got a question. So who is y'all really uncertain about, like, on the team? It's like who
Bailey,
y'all really not impressed? Like,
Cokes.
it's like what player y'all really not really like impressed about?
Wilty.
You mean position wise?
Yeah.
Position wise, I would say I'm still looking. All right, straight up. This is what I'm looking for. And it's not very easy to do, but this will make me be like, you know, we can compete once that playoff come. We can compete in that. This will make me think that if we need, I'm going to say the minimum. And I like Barnes. I like Chidozie. I like who else up that middle? A couple other guys up that middle. I like Amari McNeil up that middle. Shout out to Shane Cokes up the middle and Big Chaz Wallace. But still, none of those guys are in the mode of what I'm talking about that we need to have just in that middle of the defense for 1 or 2 plays per series. That's first and second down, maybe first and short. I mean, first down and second and short downs, things like that. Is those big run stuffers. They're not in on third down at all, but they're situational players. Then they come in 6'4", 6'5", 325 pounds, and that's what they do. They stop runs. I want to see that. I also would like to see 2 linebackers at least, whether they're on a roster or they bring in some, because I like some of the red shirt guys that they have back there. Morgan Pearson. I like Kofi Taylor Barracks. I like Victory Johnson. But are they ready yet? I don't know. We'll see. So if they're not, or if it's a question, still think we need to bring in some linebackers that can play sideline to sideline and get off blocks and not be block magnets. Be like Big Sub Chidozie's dad said, and be a block bully. Get off those blocks. So if we can have that solidified up front, because I got tired of those slashing runs last year. And that just came from guys not filling in their gaps and linebackers not playing sideline to sideline for most of the game. We'll make some plays here or there, but I think that maybe they were getting tired or they needed some subs or maybe just wasn't their in their game to make those plays. So sideline to sideline linebackers, guys who could drop in coverage and cover two. And these things are not easy to find. That's why it takes years to build usually college programs. But the transfer portal is making it possible to do it in that way, which is what Coach Prime can still do. So we'll see on the football field. That's when those pads come on. But just from looking at it from a team perspective, and I thought this last year too, looking at them. But we still need to be, for lack of better words, thicker up front, dog.
Yeah.
Look at the
Kind of
highlight.
like a Chris Wilford type guy.
Just look at the guys up front that Michigan and Washington had, and think, do we have those guys in that mold? And think about it too now. Michigan and Washington had those guys, and they 2 or 3 deep, and you will see.
So was DJ that guy before he committed?
We'll see that 2 or 3 deep come into play, especially on the defensive line. I like Swain too. You said DJ what?
Baby Punisher.
Was that guy before he decommitted?
I think DJ was definitely in that mode of being that guy, making plays on the other side of the ball, sideline to sideline, a dog, a grown man who's been in college for a few years already.
A wrestler.
Yeah, I think he was there. A wrestling background. Yeah, I think he was there. He
Oh,
was that
really?
guy.
That'd be nice.
Just
Bro.
like
two wrestlers.
Shidozi Nwankwo is a two-time wrestler, two-time champion wrestler also. So that background right there is huge. I like that. Just like my former teammate Roddy White, 3-time champion in high school, end up coming into college physically ready and going to the league, first-round draft pick. It happens like that. So
that's
crazy. We need at least about 3 to 4 more D linemen that demand like a double team.
That's what I'm saying, dog. But
we only got like one with Chidozie, I think. We need 3 more.
Like the guys I've been thinking about, it's like Kyrie Man, J.J. Hawkins, man, Savelle Small. I'm looking like
McNeil,
good
man.
Bro.
McNeil, only one I can side of them is like McNeil really demand a double team. So McNeil, Chidozie. I don't know about the other players. I don't know if they demand double teams. Barn, I don't know if he demand double. But if he do, we could run 3 down, and that's what we need. We need 3, because if you run 3 down linemen that demand a double team, somebody going 1-on-1 and you getting a free break. And if you got a whip, you find where the whip coming from, or you don't, it's gonna come 2 free people rushing all the time. You ain't gonna have no time to throw it. So,
and the thing is,
y'all don't think them guys from Augusta, Georgia gonna be ready yet?
From Augusta,
what is his name? White and what's the other
I was
one?
talking about
White and
Bradley
Bentley. Yeah.
Nah, nope.
Oh, you talking about the freshmen?
Yeah, both of them.
I don't think they're gonna be ready, bro.
Man,
I
they
feel
look
like
good,
Brantley needs some more size on him.
You think so? For the defensive tackle, you think like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Brantley is gonna have to put on some weight and really put on some muscle.
I don't think.
I like his size though.
No defensive lineman going to come in from high school at the defensive tackle position unless he's, that guy is going to swing in and really play a lot at the defensive tackle position. In my opinion, you're going to have to be a man amongst men to come in from high school and get right in the Power 5 program and play on that defensive line significantly.
Yeah.
His name is David Swain.
Yeah, I like Swain. Swain is from Detroit.
263, 6'3", 263.
But he's more of an outside
end. He's more like a DN.
Yeah, DN rather than I'm talking about D tackles. I'm talking about big boys.
Like the interior guys.
Interior guys
gonna play nose
first. You know what I'm saying? You say, "Oh, that's a grown man right there."
Yeah, he gonna play DN, D tackle. That's the N and 3-4 is the DN. It's a D tackle, but I think they gonna move. They was saying they was gonna try and move him to linebacker though, but I don't.
I
don't think that's. I think he will play soon. Well, cause you got, even if you play Wiggins down, which will make more sense, do he demand double team? But I like Swain too, because he quick off the block and he handle big man like something else, and he punish people. This man, he be hurting people. Like he hurt everybody in his high school. Like They call him the
But
Punisher.
there's a difference though. That's high school. You in college with
He
these.
hurting people, putting them in the hospital in high school. So I'm pretty sure he could play in college.
Nah, college is different because they go through these trainings, bro, and it like they just built different. The strength
Yeah,
is different. You know what I'm
very
saying? Like
different.
the mindset is different. So like
Yeah.
Swain and like man, the other boy, Mr. Brentley,
Brentley
they gonna have to get in that weight room,
a
bro.
little
They got
lighter.
to get in that cafeteria where that shell cooking up that good food, and they got to stay in the weight room,
If
cafeteria and weight room.
Swain put on 15 pounds, he'd be about 270. If Brentley put on 15, I think he about 260. I think because Brentley,
You got
Swain already 265.
to get that grown man strength, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna come in years. That ain't gonna come in. Man,
Right.
that's
See,
2
like
years.
Come fast.
I think if you
But you
270,
could
just say
kill
you
that freshman
260.
though.
Just
Freshman,
say
that's
you
on. Go ahead.
just say if you 260. I mean, that's still a little bit undersized. It's
Yeah.
like you got to need something else that kind of you gonna need some type of skills to kind of match your size. It's like if you quick or you good with your
250.
hands, you know what I'm saying? You got to
Yeah.
be excellent at something if you're undersized.
Tackle.
If you're an undersized type of D lineman, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gonna need some type of skills with you.
Yeah. 270, 280. That's right for D line. You gotta chase running backs. You know what I mean? But like freshmen,
I'm talking about these defensive tackle spots, though. That's what I've been talking about. I'm talking about there. We need guys to back up or either start over or compete with Mari McNeil, Chidozie Nwankwo, Anquan Barnes, Shane Coates. We need guys to even Coates could be slid outside. I'm talking about even bigger than Coates. I need guys that are in the mode of like the Anquan Barnes. Give me 3 more Anquan Barnes.
you stuck on that 300. You stuck on that 300.
Yeah, because I don't want to get pushed around.
It's tackle though. You got to get the edge. You got to take.
What?
If you're talking about
he came in as a D lineman. He a D lineman. He came in as the D lineman.
Who you talking about?
Swain, yeah.
Swain is a defensive end. He's gonna be a defensive end. He's not gonna transfer.
So you think
1 year.
So who you think gonna be better at the whip? Him or Samuel right now? Samuel Okanoa.
Man, Samuel will. Because he already
say Samuel.
So why would they move him from D tackle?
Because
Move you
Samuel
from
can
D
play
tackle.
D end. I think
Okunlola
Samuel
is
can
not
play
a D
D end and linebacker, bro.
Okunlola is not at D tackle. From what I've seen, he's
Okanoa is a whip. Yeah, he a whip backer.
outside in.
No, he a whip backer. The what's his name is Ian.
I guess I got to pull up the information here because goodness gracious.
He outside linebacker. What's his name? The Ian. Swain at D tackle. He an Ian. That's D end, D tackle.
No, Swain is more of a D end. He a true D end, bro. I think in high school he probably played D tackle because he a little bit bigger than most high schoolers.
Look,
but I think he in college he'll play a true D end.
What position is this guy lined up at right here?
What you talking about?
This is a defensive end, dog. Ain't no way in no game where he lined up as defensive tackle.
Yeah,
who are you talking about? Swain?
Oklahoma.
He is not like an interior maybe
this kid right here. This who y'all asked about.
That's so
he's outside.
Right. He a whip backer. He 2-point, 3-point, 4-point, pick gap, mini gap. Yeah, that's a whip. Tackle, D gap, C
I don't
gap.
care what you call it. I don't care what
outside.
you call it or anybody else call it, whatever the terminology is. He's a defensive end, dog. Defensive
okay,
end.
now you know what D end is a D tackle.
Defensive end. The defensive end is not a D tackle.
Right. What? He's not a D tackle, bro, at all.
D tackle are the two guys over the guard, center, and the other guard. Those are the D tackles. The defensive ends are over
in the 4, yeah, in the 4-3. We talking 3-4 look. We not talking 4-3 look.
But they're not. okay, so if we talking about 3-4 look with 3 down linemen, those guys.
3-4 could be a switch out though, right? He could be
3-4 is
in
the tackles
or
are
edge,
ends.
right?
He's
The
definitely not a
tackles is
3-4
ends.
defensive end. Now he'll be standing up on the
That's
outside
what we.
at linebacker.
That's a whip. He'll be a. So you saying he played more whip than? So we're gonna play 3-4. So where you think he gonna play at? You think he not gonna play in the DM, or you think he gonna play the whip?
That's
I see him playing. I don't see him playing whip.
That's the buck position in the Colorado's defense. If he's in the buck position in this defense right here, if y'all can see that the way he's lined up in this defense, you have 4 down
It's a
lines.
solid 4-3.
Solid, simple, stationary 4-3. You got 4 down linemen coming up. The stuff you probably see on Madden or whatever football game that you might play. If this was Colorado, one of these ends, probably this one right here at the bottom, would be standing up in a 2-point stance. All right. And these defensive linemen right here will be more of defensive tackles, bigger guys, with this guy being the more of the rush end. So speaking of Okunlola and how he would play in Colorado's defense, if you're saying that he would play out here and standing up, that's more of what he will probably be doing in pass rush situations where you might have, 3rd and 15 and you got 4 down linemen coming, then you can put him on the outside, either side, and let him rush the quarterback. But in no situations I see him playing these 2 positions.
You don't see Swain down there in the tackle line. Come on, man.
No.
Swain, the
youngster,
the freshman coming in. I would not put him in that situation unless you're talking about 3rd and 20 something. Yeah, bring in the young guy, let him rush at one of those spots, but I wouldn't line him up over the center as a freshman.
I said like this. I said like this. The only way I would do that. The only way I would do that if he can handle.
Spit him in a 4 inside shade tackle and just let him go crazy, and then bring the whip behind him, and then.
But also,
if they don't bring a triple team here, they're gonna do something, man. Come on.
They're saying that. What is that saying about the guys that you already have?
I wouldn't put Okunlola.
What is that saying about the guys you have in front of him if you got a freshman having to come in and do that?
Well, no, who knows? Who knows? Freshmen don't do some stuff, but either him or Wiggins, I see for sure right there. I don't know if they're gonna put him on whip though. I don't think they're gonna put Swain on whip.
Wiggins
I think Wiggins
a human being, bro.
Right, I think he's gonna play that tackle good. You know what I'm saying? At 3-4. So I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
If we're looking at this lineup right here, just what I have on the screen, what I'll go for right now. This is just right now. Let's just say, because me on defense, I'm switching up based off of down and distance. So we'll start off be simple. 1st down and 10 with the guys we have on the roster right now. I'm going to go with. Let me see. Somebody checking in right here. Who is that? Let me see. Make sure I get y'all in here. Are you in there? We got D Palmer, AT. Okay, old school. All right. If we're looking at this group right here that's in there, I think off the top of my head and from what I've seen on tape, what I'm going to go with right now, over that center right there, at that nose, I'm going to put Amari McNeil. At the other one, I'm going to put Chidozie Nwankwo. Right now, this without seeing anything now. So Barnes have a chance to do some. Shane Coates have a chance to do some, and so on. So Barnes could be at one of these positions right here. Ideally,
1st and 10, right? Oh,
this first and 10. This 1st and 10. This 1st and 10. So anything can happen. They can run or pass. So I got those 2 D tackles in there. My defensive end, I have Wiggins in there, and also my other defensive end or my buck position. Who is that? Let me see. We got a lot of guys there. You got Swain, McCoy, Kyrie.
I put Adam Walker.
You got Walker out there. Adam Walker. I got to look at him and see him.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of that position is wide open for a lot of competition. All of them wide open, but just all on paper right now, I think I got a better defensive front right now. And then I could rotate and bring in, depending on down the distance, I could bring in Anquin Barnes, and hopefully I could bring in another big D tackle that I get out of the transfer portal. He's 320, like I keep saying.
Maybe Chaz Wallace will be nice.
Yeah, Chad's got to bulk up a little bit more. He's still an undersized tackle.
Really?
Ideally, yeah.
Put that solid on.
Ideally, now there's not anything on him or anybody else on the roster. Ideally, I'd be bringing in guys to where Chaz will have a hard time getting on the field. And that
I thought
means
Chad was
that
like 300 pounds.
I think he like 290.
He need to get muscle. That's baby Sermon.
And I think that the guys that we bring in though will look more of the part, and if they have the talent, will be better at that. I like Chaz coming in. He brought a lot of fire and a lot of that high motor coming in into the games when he did come in. But
But
sustaining that is what I'm talking about. Being consistent constantly, 4 downs and or whatever, two downs back to back, and then come out of the game. A lot of times they left a lot of guys in there 4 downs, 5 downs, 6 downs, and having
Burnt out.
Yeah, burnt out. And that's
Ran
what
down. Yeah.
you gotta rotate that.
You gotta rotate. Yeah.
If you ain't rotating nothing else, that defensive line rotates, dog. And that's for anybody. So any league, whatever. Even when I coached Pee Wee League, I rotated my defensive line. People looking at me like I was crazy. But we won a championship though. Then college football, I rotated when I coached the wide receiver, I rotated my wide receivers. Stay fresh.
See, you know what's crazy though?
Not that much better.
I can kind of see what Prime means though. Like certain players don't put in like that hard work. Just like you said about remember Chaz Wallace. It seemed like it seemed like he not put in the work fighting wise.
I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know. I can't say that. All I'll say is I like Tarion Carter too, but he's more of a 3-4 defensive end also. He can play inside though in this defense. 6'3", 300 pounds from Arkansas with 1 year left, a lot of experience. So he fits that mold a lot more. So Tarion Carter, Anquan Barnes, Chidozie Nwankwo, Amari McNeil are my top 4 right now on that inside. Straight up. So that's just me. I ain't gonna keep y'all on here too much longer. Y'all can talk if y'all want to. Y'all can stay on if y'all want to. I'm gonna go get me something to eat on, and then I'm gonna come back and listen to y'all. Matter of fact, if y'all want to stay on, I'm gonna listen to you on my phone as I transition to my car, and then I'll get in my car and listen, or I can end this thing right now. That's up to y'all. If y'all want to keep talking, let me know. I ain't got nothing but time today.
Well, I'm still here.
I'm still here too. I don't got nothing but time.
Chilling.
Straight up. But go ahead though. I'm gonna tap in on my phone. So I might be silent for a few minutes as I transition to the phone. All right. But I'll keep y'all on. Let's go.
Hey, but I'll just go ahead.
Yeah, but like I you know what I'm saying? I was just thinking like man, some of these players it's like you don't really hear about no more, just like the Kyrie man, JJ Hawkins, and like all these guys. I feel like those guys just need to go, man. At this point, they just taking up space at this point, man. On the real, because I don't see them getting on the field. I don't see JJ Hawkins actually playing in their game. It's just like he didn't play. I think he played in 2 games last year. I think Kyrie Man probably played, I think about like 6-7 games or something like that. It's just like you really didn't see them guys no more.
Do you think it's because of that? I thought it had to do something with the coaching, if you ask me, to a certain extent, with some of the players, not all of them, but with some of the players. Like far as the running game, they didn't even bother to try to throw nothing at the wall to make it stick. To me,
same way with me. What y'all had talked earlier, y'all was talking about breakout players for this year, stuff like that. But for last year, my breakout players was Otto, number 22, the running back, and number 22, the defensive player, Kennedy.
There was about 2 breakout players. It looked like Kennedy gonna be fighting for a good just to get a spot out here, but he still got the talent to get it. But he ain't been playing that much last year. Seems like I don't know what they did with him last year, but he got more talent than anybody else that was on the rest of that defense squad. Period. Athleticism, anyway, I'll say. But he didn't get no playing time. I wouldn't suggest he leaves. I think this year
Coach
might
Prime
be his
already
year.
week to week. So if you're a dog, you're gonna be on that team. If you're not, you're gonna either fold up, pack your bags, and try to move on somewhere else.
Right. It's gonna be obvious. The right gonna be on the wall.
That's anyway go on.
Exactly, because like I think the guys that they bringing in, I just feel like it's just like they really outdo the guys that's there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like the position. It kind of just like remember Trevor Woods, right? Just like they start bringing in more safeties, right? I don't see him really getting on the field like that. So it's like at this point, I just feel like they just taking up space and just taking up scholarships just from somebody else because they bringing in guys who could really play the game. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Kyrie Mans and them, just like the J.J. Hawkins. Just like the Savelle Smalls, bro. I just feel like at this point, if you haven't played,
but sometimes sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need to bring the best out of you is to put people in front of you that challenges you, and and don't look like some of those players were being challenged.
Nope, not at all.
It's true, but yeah, you're right.
Some of them started late too. Then some of them started late in the season too.
Yeah,
but like
well,
the
Far as
talent,
they wasn't there.
yeah, but the talent that was there, they couldn't even get past them. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't start over them. So if Prime bringing in more talent, what make you think that they gonna outdo the better talent
They're
that
not
they
gonna
bring it in? You know what I'm saying?
You had a like you said before. They was
you got a lot of you got some hard. I didn't see a lot of players. I mean, if you think about it, man, it's some players that's been walk-ons and end up being on Pro Bowlers. So
yeah, true.
I'm not gonna say what if. Well, I understand your point, but I understand that point. But I guess we'll know by spring who's who.
Yeah,
But they stand there for a reason. So apparently they don't mind trying to make that take on that challenge. Because
well, I
I
kind of
guess
think
some you got people leaving already.
yeah, I just think I don't know. I just think some players just stay there just because it's a possibility that they might not get picked up like nowhere else. You know, this is probably like their
Oh well,
own
that
league.
ain't gonna last for so long. That ain't gonna last for so long because the coach is gonna notice that anyway. They gonna know who's who, and then they gonna weed them out. So if that's the case, then eat while you can.
Yeah. Yep, I agree with that all the way.
Cause come season start, it's a whole new ball game. It's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if Brian trying to make this run, bro, if he trying to make this run, he gonna need some players, man.
Yeah.
He gonna need some players behind the starters that could be starters. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna need some guys like.
Twice this year, I saw two different players give Coach Prime a hard time. And they was both cornerbacks. You understand? I guess go ahead.
three games, three of those 8 games could win a different way for sure. And so it ain't like he too far off.
Right.
So I know for sure we got 3 of those games those games that was lost. Those games I'm counting those games now. So I'm 7-6. I mean 7-5 right now.
I think
Just with
I'm like
with the players that
if
he
the
brought.
I'm at
Well,
maybe
I'm a
nine
little
and three this
too,
year.
but I'm saying
I think I think if
what you
Arizona
get them.
lose their coach, I think if Arizona lose their coach this year and he end up going to Washington, I think that's probably I think that's a win for I think that's a win for CU. So right now I'm kind of sitting them at like 9-3 at this point.
Wouldn't that be better? Wouldn't that be a good? I mean, good 2024 season?
Yeah.
Or you think he needs to win it all? Okay.
I say it like this. He don't have. I say it like this. Prime don't have to win it all. He have to show that he can win it all. That it's a possibility that he could win it all. Because for this to be his
Right.
second season, he just have to show that he going in the right direction. So if he go, it's to say if he go 9-3, right? This say if he go to the playoffs and lose in the first round, that's still successful. You know what I'm saying? Like just say if you go 10-2, yeah. Just say if you go 10-2 and lose in the Big 12 championship game, that's still a win because you know what I'm saying he progressed as he went. So like to me, the fans and the recruits can see where CU is just heading. They are heading in a good direction. It just gonna take time. And plus they just got that recruiter from FAMU, which once Shedeur and them leave and like all the senior guys leave, it's just gonna make room for even more recruits and portal guys to come in, which is gonna end up making CU better.
But if defensive coordinator is going to be one of those shockers like they said it's going to be,
Right.
that only boosted his product to being somebody where transfer or where players want to go to because
See,
he got a
but
good product out there and the players are
yeah,
noticing that he got a good product and they want to be a part of that product.
right. But my thing with the DC, right? Just say if it is Jim Leonard, my only concern about that is like Jim Leonard might only be there for a year, and after the 24th season, he might go end up getting he might end up going to get like a head coaching job. You know what I'm saying? So like say the same thing with the
A head
OC.
coaching job with
You know what I'm
a
saying?
head
They might
coaching
end
job
up,
where?
I don't know. He might go
But
to the Big Ten.
isn't
I
that,
don't know.
a good thing, though?
Huh?
But isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a
Yeah,
good thing?
yeah, it is a
Wouldn't
good
that be a
thing,
good
but it's
thing?
just that it is a good thing, but I think that not having an OC and a DC to be there for a couple of years to kind of to kind of cultivate his system within CU. So if we changing out DCs and OCs every year, that's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like Pat
Well,
Sherman might
I
leave.
see your point, but to me, Deion Sanders or Prime, the Coach Prime is the headliner and the draw for most of it. And if other coaches are seeing that when they coach for Colorado, that they're getting head coaching jobs. When you think that there'll be a line for that too?
Oh, you said what again?
If they DC coordinators seeing that when DC coordinators come to Colorado, and next thing you know they're getting offered head coaching jobs. You don't think that there's going to be a knocking at the door or a line at the door for to see if they can get with Colorado as far as being the DC coordinator or offensive
Yeah,
coordinator?
yeah. I mean, but
Yeah.
it
So
just I think it's good for a DC to go be a head coach, but it's just like you can't keep switching out DCs and bringing in new defensive systems every year. You know what I'm saying?
one
Because like
one
because
I'm just I'm curious. I'm asking why not.
no. Okay, I got you. Because a DC it's not he's not implementing his system. Because sometimes with a defensive system, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? It might not take that first year, but it might take that second year where they might get a hold on to it. So if you switching out your DC every year, the players is just learning something
When,
new every
when,
year.
when that be, so when
Huh?
if I was looking at if so, but if I was looking at to get a DC for a head coaching job, when I consider the wins and losses and in reference to that, and just instead of just getting a DC coach for a head coaching job, but haven't been winning. So that the wins and losses would definitely um, do that job for me. If you're not winning, then you don't need a head coaching job. I'm not coming to offer you a head coaching job. So if you need
Right.
2 years to get it together, then apparently you're not doing something in the first year that's not favorable for me to come and scoop you up out of Colorado. At least
Nah,
that's the way I'm looking
it's
at
just
it.
not. No, it's
If
just
you're
not
not
that.
staying there, then you must be doing something right. If they come knocking at your door and you must be doing something right, you must got a lot of wins under your column. If you say, okay, yeah, we want to go get him. So either way, we win. Win. At least that's where I'm looking at it. But I could be looking at it from a different angle.
Right. Nah, I don't think young man. I don't think that's how it always work because if they implant themselves into a system, um, um, uh, they really getting a okay. Then just like Coach Kelly's system, right? It wasn't perfect, but it did some things good. So think about what if Coach Kelly would have stayed there for another year? They would have had that system packed down. You know what I'm saying? Because some DCs be
Right,
having
I get
certain
that.
language.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But the scenario was he don't think that it's good for a DC coach. I just stay for 1 year and not
My
stay.
phone
But I
tripping.
figured if somebody's coming to get, if he's really recruiting them to be a head coach, then they must be doing something right, or the team must be doing something right. And I'm assuming that
Hell.
they winning more than they lose. At least that's just from a common sense type thing. I'm assuming that they must win a lot of games for him to be saying, "Okay, we want you as a head coach." Just like the coach from FAMU, he took a better job. He left the head coaching job, but Prime was able to get somebody out of that, from under that from FAMU that's going to help their team because if they winning. If they wasn't winning, I don't think anybody be knocking at their door.
Just the fact that they went with
That's
the
all.
third strings last year.
Whatever they did enough to get the attention of Duke. To pass it, to give that man some money that he rightfully deserved because of what he put together. And out of that, guess what? Colorado benefited from it.
I think Pat might stay. Though. I don't think Pat gonna be moving around. Pat might stick. DC, who knows? They might come in and out though, and get a head coaching job somewhere else. But you do want to know more so you can play faster. That's the whole reason, so you can
Yeah,
about learning what to do.
but we're living in a time and an age where man, everybody wants something. They want quick fix for everything. You know, they want the drive up. I mean, they want to go through the drive through and get their food. You know, everybody's looking to go through the drive through, and hope and go to the NFL or go professional or
But
get a
they'll be
better
right
job.
in Colorado because Prime about to be the next NFL plug. Ain't nobody about to have better plugs in the NFL other than Coach Prime now. Other than when Saban left, Saban was the only school probably had the strongest NFL tie. Now that's all about to go to CU. That right there is going to just bring recruiting to another level. Because I don't see any other coach in college
And
football that can say.
quiet as kept, it was getting quiet as kept. Prime was taking it from state saving anyway. He was gonna get it anyway. It's just a matter of time. We just speeded up the process. That's all. Quiet as it kept.
Right, I said it. I said when I seen Bama line struggling this year, I said it in another room. I was like, man, I said they was giving Saban a sign when they let him come in fourth place when they beat Georgia this year, and he already had like 2-3 bad seasons. I said they giving Nick a sign, man, either retire or he gonna finish bad because he wasn't gonna be able to keep up with all this transfer portal because tampering is no more. You can't say tampering no more. It's like it's gone. That right there is massive. NIL just became the legal tamperer. So it's right. Everybody could have a good team now. And Saban, when it was this behind the door and it was hand over fist, Saban was ruling that world. But in the open freely, it's a different setting, man. So but ain't nobody about the top Prime
Yep.
because he gonna definitely have all the marketing deals already for you because he gonna pitch you
I
on a
mean,
TV show.
pulled
Like
in this guy. He just pulled in a guru of recruiting. He just got a guru that knows Florida in and out.
right,
That's
and on
his.
top of
I
that,
mean, that's his. Come on, man.
right. So he bringing in pieces like that. Then he got a little Corey over there doing
Before
what he supposed to.
Colorado gonna be Florida. They're gonna call Colorado Florida.
There already is.
Man,
I think
that's all that's gonna
Riz
be on.
Reese got the whole ACC. He got the whole East Atlantic. Ain't Virginia, Maryland. Everybody know about this man. California, Utah, everybody. Not just he's strong in Florida though. That's the whole. It's a wrap, man. College football is about recruiting. Period. Period. And I think Prime gonna be one of them coaches. He gonna be able to find the ones in the crud, and then bring them up. Like, hey man, I see you down there. Like, I think this linebacker from New Mexico gonna be something else. He gonna be something that 6'6". Was Walker.
Okay.
The second, and then Arkansas too. He gonna be something else. Coming off a knee injury. He had a good year coming off a knee injury. Carter, man, get a couple more guys like that.
We just need more chances for the offense to blow you out. It's a wrap. I said it. I said Prime building a 1990 Bama squad, like an old school Bama beat you down, like one of them ones that blow you out in the first half by 60 and had a third string in there rolling you up. That's what
Coach.
Prime looking for. You know what I'm saying? Put this 50-piece nugget up there.
Who's the safety coach? Who's the safety coach?
The DB coach, they all do. We need a coordinator. The coordinator normally be the DB free safety coach. Because the DB got to make most of the checks with the linebacker. So normally it's the defensive coordinator. So we don't know who the coordinator yet. So that's probably most likely the safety coach.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you can't
linebacker
have
coach Hart.
safety coach and a DC coordinator. I mean, defensive coordinator.
The defensive coordinator is most likely the DC. Just like how just like how the offensive coordinator is the quarterback coach. That's pretty much how that go. On offense, your offensive coordinator. That's traditional.
Okay, but
On offense,
would I be off by saying bringing Ed Reed in for a safety coach?
what you saying? That's like saying he's gonna be the defensive coordinator.
Would be an assistant or something, right? Is that how that works? Or
Well,
sometimes
no. Normally, it's the defensive coordinator is the safety coach. Like that's
right. I'm just saying, but if you get 2 for 1.
If you say Ed Reed coming in as the safety coach, you pretty much saying he's gonna be the defensive coordinator. I mean, if you saying he coming in as I mean, to be a DB coach, yeah, he got to be like the coordinator. Because then the linebacker coach got 2 coaches, the inside and the outside linebacker coach, and then the DB coach is normally the defensive coordinator.
Okay.
Pretty much that's how that's working. And then you got the D line coach, and then they just work the D line. But nah, it's not a bunch of different coaches like that. Yeah, that's how most because offense you got the offensive coordinator. He be the quarterback coach mostly. Yeah, because he got to know the offense. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got it.
That would be a cool pickup though, Ed Reed though. But I don't know. Like I said, he ain't gonna come in and though ain't no. He had to be a coordinator, so I don't think they're gonna do that.
Right.
You
He
know what
would
I'm
want to
saying?
be something. I mean, I guess they got him going somewhere, right?
Who, Ed Reed? I don't know where Ed Reed going. I think he's still in the air.
He's still trying to get the job somewhere, huh?
Yeah, Ed Reed. He's still. They probably want to see how this go with Prime one more time before they probably bring him in. But I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But whoever they got, I'm pretty sure that he already in house. You know, if not, we gonna
wouldn't
lose
want him to be a defensive coordinator. Nah, I wouldn't feel. I rather, matter of fact, I really want to see if Lovey Smith, if they can get Lovey Smith. That would be mine. That'd be my shot. They can get Lovey Smith.
Lovey be cool. You know what I mean? But who knows?
Yeah.
Lovey or they saying Leopard too. Leopard be cool. It'll be cool too. I remember he was with Michigan. I'm not Michigan, but Minnesota and all that. I remember he was playing, and he was in Wisconsin. He did good. You know what I'm saying? I kind of liked him as a player too. He was pretty cool as a player. You know what I'm saying, in the NFL. So if we can get him, that'll probably be because he have Nebraska doing their thing.
I think it'll be a better fit. I mean, will be a better pipeline to networking with NFL teams to get players looked at.
He said what? He was breaking up.
Lovely. I would think that Lovey Smith would have a better pipeline to getting players looked at from the NFL team. because he can call some people to say, "Come on and look at this guy for me. You know, would you mind doing this for me?" And they would probably do it,
Right.
because it's Lovey Smith.
Well, he's the head coach. You know what I'm saying? Went to the bowl. So he
Yeah,
couldn't get it though.
teams.
You talk
Miami,
you and
Chicago
you
Bears.
talk crime. You ain't got to call too many coaches, no professional coaches down there to come look at them guys. They down there see you, and they want to see what they got down there anyway. They probably be calling them to come down there to come making sure they doing to come get them. They come to watch them.
Yeah, but you could plug a particular player in that probably didn't make the draft, and just say, I need you to see if you can come in and let him, do a tryout or something. Bring him on in and just give him a look. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Something
I get.
to that.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, those players don't make the draft. You can call them for other players that may have that potential, but just need a little bit more time.
Right, exactly. Like what's the name? Like Dominique. Dominique gonna be in that position this year because he's a senior.
Right. They
Right.
still want to see God. That's why they make it get him in that bowl game. But I ain't knocking. I ain't saying Lovey don't got a word. I'm pretty sure Lovey say hold weight in the NFL. So just more of that. I get you on that. You know what I mean? But who knows?
Yeah,
I mean,
and that adds to your value. That adds to your product, the value of your product. Now, now you don't have to dish out so much money to get players, because players will use that as a value to say, you ain't got to give me so much money, because I know that what you bring to the table is more than just money. You bring other stuff to the table where it would benefit me in the long run. At least if I was a
right,
player, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at just what I can make in the meantime. But you got a network that potentially can make me uh multi-millionaire, versus a one
right,
and done player.
right. If people forget, Phil Loho was working in the NFL recruiting office for like a year already. You know what I'm saying? He was in the
Okay.
recruiting, so for all the recruiting, he know all the stuff. He know Phil Loho got him. And then Prime, remember Prime? He was doing the same thing with the draft and the combines and the training camps and all the defensive camps and everything else. So it's just all of the NFL. Like I said before, you couldn't say, what I'm saying, who got the most NFL connections? Deion and Nick Saban. That conversation is gone. Even if it ever was a conversation, because I'm pretty sure even then Prime probably had just a little bit more connection. Because Prime on Thursday night football talking, pulling up whenever he please. You know what I'm saying? Backing up, all in the draft, asking people, how you feel about being drafted, young man. We knew you had it in you. Big time. That's a confirmation, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, who got that right now? Ain't nobody coach could say they really that involved with the NFL in the community. You feel me? So yeah, it's NFL real. That whole brotherhood thing is real, man. They got a whole community going on. It's like a family affair.
Yep, for sure. For sure. Especially Hall of Famers.
Prime really
I
gonna have when
mean,
they run they run they spring trials, or when they doing their spring combine, they gonna have NFL scouts there at the combine. It's gonna be almost an NFL combine at their spring training. Like when they timing everybody 40 and they seeing where everybody benching in at and all this and that and how much you weigh and size and height. It's gonna be like an NFL combine right there. And they're gonna have talent up and that's the Prime already getting it started. So you see the match on the floor. This thing about to burn the house down. Man, come on, man. He got probably like 20 NFL developed players, or graded, prospects off the portal this year. Crazy. This combine or this training camp when they running they 40, they're gonna have scouts galore. Hey man, like I said, that's prime effect. They're gonna be the next Bama. Now everything at the other schools, like, it's gonna start to look a little different because, like I said, it's to where that was
the key that made Bama Bama. You know what I'm saying? Or any college, not just Bama, Michigan, or Ohio State. Like, their connection with the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is we see who that everybody see. I'm just like, yo, what just happened? I'm still like, that shocking moments you have, and you be like, yo, did that just really happen? It take like a couple months to really sit in. That's what's happening. We like, is this really? Can we really say this now? Yes, we can say. You feel me? Like Prime
Yep.
about to
Yeah.
be him.
Yup.
Let him hate, let him yap, let him do
He
whatever
turned
they
it
want to
up
yap
all
about. You feel me?
so he done turned it up he just turned it up a whole other level, man.
The
They
timing
hating on
couldn't be better.
they hating on him so bad that they now they have to change up their game. You know what they really hating is the fact that they used to doing things without having to do things. Now they know that by Prime coming in, they had to turn it up 10 times more than what they've been doing. They have to be more visible with their program. You know,
Right,
let us into their
right.
living. And they knowing that it's just a matter of time before they have to. You're gonna start to see that they following suit where they gonna have dedicated video people, personalities following their team around and filming certain stuff so that they can get, or else they're gonna be left behind. It's gonna be the left behind thing. You're gonna get left behind because these kids nowadays they love that social media, man.
Right. The little
That's
12
how
and
they.
13
That's how
year olds.
they follow. That's how they get their follow. They use social media to boost up their social media. I mean, come on. Look what Seaton did. He had us waiting, drooling at the mouth, trying to see where he going, and he used his social media platform to do it. Did he not?
I'm already knowing. These
With
youngsters know what to do.
seeing this was a different thing because to a certain extent, a lot of people wanted to know where he was going, but CU never was one of the places. He never put CU in his facility, nothing. He never said nothing about CU as far as going there. He took trips and stuff, but he never mentioned CU. That's what surprised
Right.
everybody.
The point I was trying to make was it helped boost his social media platform. He said, "Man, I went from did this to almost 30,000, 40,000
Right. Yep. Because what's the day? Who
followers
tried
on my platform."
that Kamani McClain that tried it? He was saying that wait till I get 100,000 viewers, and then he was gonna disclose where he was gonna
No, I
go
think
to. I
that
think
was
that,
Travis when he was coming from Jackson.
oh,
Travis
that's right.
did. I
Oh,
know
you right.
Travis.
Yeah, that's who it was. You right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll let you know after I get 100,000 views
Right. Yeah,
or
which
so
is
many
smart.
views.
Makes sense. He already knew where he was going anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ain't
I'm
nothing
just
wrong.
saying these kids now they use that. They use that as, and they want that.
Yeah.
What better way to get that exposure than to go on the prime time effect?
Yeah. Same way
And
with
then
that one
and
dude.
then you got
Same way with that one dude who
possible
went with.
Heisman, and then you got the possible Heisman candidate in there trying promoting the same thing,
Right.
speaking this stuff on social media. Come on,
Right.
man. These teams are scared of that. They so mad that they have to go. They have to really do that. That means that they'll be exposed if they're not authentic with their product. You'll start to see them being exposed. See, you don't get to see them like you get to see Dion. The man got a TV series, bro. Come on, coaching a job. How can
For
you
like
not
10
love that?
years. Yeah, they built TV for like 10, 15 years, 2010, 12. Crazy. Saban can't stand it. But this is like, at this point, they said it's a wrap, man. And I'm not seeing nothing
They get
else.
to see, they get to look into the team. They get to know these players know just before they even decide. they at least know what Colorado's about, even if they don't go there, because they looking dead at them, and
That
they're not hiding anything. They're not
that
hiding
that little
anything.
clip, that little clip that they put out today when all the linemen showed up, showed how it's gonna pretty much go for the rest of the year. They, they like, oh yeah, man, that's where. Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We about to be up about it, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I was saying the other, like, man, Prime he communicate on a different level. You know what I'm saying. And as a coach, you know, you want to be able to communicate with your players, and like, if you can communicate with your coach, it's easier to play for them. You know what I'm saying. It's like, hey, yo, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying. So that effect plus what he see as a coach and what he know a team is supposed to look like. He know what a championship team. He played on too many different championship teams. I'm like, yeah, you know, if you want to get somebody to build that, he'll probably be the best one of the best one. I mean, him, Robert, like if you're looking at who, probably Robert Ory, you know, as a coach. That wouldn't shock me if Robert Ory ever coached, but he never did. But you know, he know what the locker room supposed to look like. He gonna have it, man, and you see it. I seen how he building the team when he bringing in the brothers, and he try to get people from the same team to come over because he know that little bit of chemistry helps speed up, you know what I'm saying, the locker room. So, and this is gonna be a whole different level. But this whole thing with Saban, too unexpected. Would have break the internet is something like Caleb Downs coming to see you, which would shock me and wouldn't shock me at the same time, because where else would you want to, you know, you a defensive back. Who would you think, you know, that's probably gonna get you ready? You know, who else out here defensive backs going crazy? So I look at D, Coach Prime. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. Then I heard something about some secret visit for some players from Bama. You know what I'm saying? I heard some other little DBs was supposed to come over, but I heard nothing else about it. But you know what I mean? Who knows? But that is gonna be the options now, and they know it.
Yeah, I
Come
think
out
they learned that they can't put out too much about their recruiting because they finding out that people are trying to come behind their back and do some shifty
right.
stuff
They're gonna bribe them
just to
out and
keep them.
trying to this. Yeah, I said that a long time ago. We always start seeing it, but like it's just it's places that'll pay people $2 million just to come not play for CU and sit down and don't even want to play you. Like, but you won't know, and all they need, it's like how they twisted Tyler Brown last year. Like a few players like that is all you need to really destroy a team. But like I think Prime caught all of that. You know, all I think Prime got hit with so much, you know, coming from HBCU, getting hit with that, getting in, then coming up, you know, couldn't get players, couldn't trying to get. I think he been through so much with getting
I'm
players
not
and
with
not
you,
being able to get players. Huh?
Prime used to be being under that type of pressure. He been doing that, man. The man been playing baseball. The man played baseball and a football game at the same time in the same day, man. Come on, same week,
All right.
professionally.
What you talking about?
I grew. I don't know how old you are, but I grew up on Prime, man. That man, they couldn't break him then. They ain't gonna break him now. You
Right.
know.
He about to dominate. Look, it's nobody in front of him though. That's what I'm saying. It's nobody in front of him. Prime about to be run. Prime run. He about to be. Man, see you about to look.
Well, he
Check
in
this
his
out.
own lane, man.
He said what?
I believe he's in his own lane.
He
Though it's
on
a
his
football game,
own
I think
planet.
he's just but you really can't compare. You can't even. There's nobody in outside of the only thing he needs is wins. Once he get that, there will be nobody in his lane. Can nobody market like him? Can nobody bring value to to the town of Boulder? You know how much money they made that they have never and they would never see. They probably haven't seen in a long time. All he needs is the win. Once he get the wins underneath his belt, it's a wrap.
Right, them wins gonna bring more NIL, and that NIL is gonna make more, recruits wanting to come to see you
I think
because
unless all of a sudden they start jumping on the bandwagon and just take his blueprint, because he definitely got a blueprint for what's happening in today's college football world.
he gave it
And
to
if
him. He ain't worried about it. He gave him the
right,
40-40-20, and he gave him
but
the blueprint to
much,
the
but
course.
it'll be too much. Like, it'd be too much. Like they have to bow down and give him his props, and that's hurting them. That's hurting them folks, boy. Them people.
That's
They
what we
don't
gotta
like
say it.
that.
You know what I mean? Nah, that's what we gotta say it because they want to do it on the under and then bring it up when something else happening with it. You know what I mean? I see the play too. That's why I say it because I say, hey man, they already. I say if anybody, the commissioner of the NCAA is already prime because he already commissioned everybody the template on how to run NIL. What is y'all talking about? Let's get Nick Saban to do it. What are you talking about? You already using Prime whole theory, like his whole everything from the 40-40-20, how to work the portal with the NIL, to even how to set up your courses for your players to come to school and get a degree in 2 years in the profession of marketing and branding, dealing with the NIL as an athlete already. He already did it. All this, so now all these colleges is going around about to set up the course, just like how Prime got at CU. They about to use his same 40-40-20 to do it, just like how he did it. That's what commissioners do. That's how you get commissioned. Like this is how if you follow this format, you will be in an orderly position to conduct business. That's being commissioned, and you can do it. And he showed it. And they got it from, but they're gonna say, "Oh,
I
we should bring Saban in here and do it." But
I
why
kind
you
of
why
hate
you
Prime.
using all his man? Come on, man.
I was gonna say I kind of hate this. Me coming back for a second. I kind of hate Prime even gave his formula out there and put it out there like that 40-40-20. I wish he would have just kept it to himself, let them figure it out.
Right? They would have been in the dark so long. They would have never figured it out. They would have been like, "How he do it? They would have had to break down everything and go on a theory." But he gave them the cold blueprint. Like, this is how you do it. If you want it, this is how you rebuild a team. This is what this is representing. This is what this represents. This is what this does. This is the
So,
format of this.
when
That's come on.
God give it to you, it's just for you. So it's just like I can give a person the Bible, but don't mean that they're gonna use the Bible for the right thing either. They can use it just to manipulate other people.
Well,
But
that's it.
the
Well,
fact
yeah,
that I
that
gave
too.
it, and the fact that I gave it to you for the right way, even if you use the 40-40-20 model, what separate what's really going to catch them up is them trying to go to these kids through social media and use social media as a platform to bring in some of these people. And if they're not authentic, it will show on camera. It's just like catching the police doing something wrong. You caught them on camera. If it wasn't for the camera, you would never known that they were doing something wrong.
But yeah,
So,
that too. That's like you wanna bring. That's why
yeah,
how the
include,
NFL bring
you
in
don't have to
character.
include
They
the
test you.
social media with it. That
But
that
what
that
I'm saying,
40-40 that you including that social media with it.
no,
To
that's
me, for
recruiting. That's how you want to No, that's the 50. You talking about the 54-30 or something? No. The 40-40-20 is the transfer ratio of recruits and transfers to rebuild a team
right,
from, like, I guess, the
right.
ground
But
up.
you
The
want the right
54
40. If
other
you
is
want
the
the
NIL.
right 40, if you want the right 40-40, you're gonna have to expose your program on some other level other than just a visit.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
that's where the course come in. His course, I think the course is showing you how to be a leader in media and how to actually market your
no,
brand, and
I'm talking about
that's
the
what the course
teams
is.
that take that model. I'm saying the other teams that are taking this model, if they want to use that model, they will have to open up their They will have to open up their locker room to people's living rooms now. A little bit, they have
Well,
to
not just
expose
that.
some of their a little bit more. If you
Well, not just that. I get that. What I'm saying is they they need a commissioner, right, on how they want to set some boundaries on how this whole thing is going to conduct, right? So Prime really set up boundaries, or he gave them a format or a blueprint on how to work what's going on. And I'm saying off of that, that's commission. That's like a commissioner's work because him coming out with a blueprint or a format or a template so people to use and commission is that's the acts and duties of a commissioner. He already doing it. They already that's when somebody said they don't want to get Prime his credit, they don't. And I'm just saying they don't because they acting so clueless, like who we gonna get to come up with some kind of way to conduct this thing, and who can we trust to have the idea, vision, all this blase yada talk when they are right in your face, our faces using everything, and what he did with it's proven. I can look at his class now because the 40-40-20 is like it's going to develop because when you look at Dalen Edwards' class, that class that's going to develop with the upperclassmen that he's bringing in with the other 40, that's 20, that's 10% by the time Dylan to be a senior. Then he'll put 30% in the freshmen. So or maybe even 60% in the freshmen Dylan senior class. And that'll be even a double boost because then you got Seaton with his 8 or 9 seniors and bringing a couple more seniors or maybe some sophomore next year, you know, or even a freshman this year, or next year, whenever what this year would be, not this season, but but not past, but this season. I'm talking about this year, last year over, or this year, last year over. You know what I'm saying? To help Seaton seniors class, that's a perfect format to develop classes, bring in players, and win games now. Like that thing is looking because the first year, yeah, if he would have got what he wanted, I think would have been more productive. But this year, on how the teams are going to rotate in nutrition and how they're going to upper class, I see nothing but development growth if Carmani class stays.
some of that was I'm gonna be real. Some of that was somebody exposed the playbook to other teams ahead of time. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's people that were selling out and just trying to sabotage.
Not
what
that.
you
No,
was
he
doing.
gave him that. He,
He didn't have the reinforcements to overcome some of what these teams were doing. These coaches
yeah,
was calling and talking to each other, man. And I
right.
believe that.
They came out week 4 when they said they know what we doing. And then they had everybody scouting report on what all the teams was saying about him. That's the playbook. That's different. What his recruiting strategy is the 40-40-20 thing. That right there will build your team, and that through the NIL and the transfer portal could help you
I was
build
saying we
and keep your
probably
team new.
now I'm just going back to the fact that we probably would have had a better record had uh, some people would have not. I don't know. I just think we got sold out a little bit behind the scenes.
Well, we
So,
got a monkey wrench threw at us the first this time last year when they shut down the second transfers. For maybe players who have maybe came to see you when those left last year in the spring. Who knows? All of that
oh,
little
that's right.
stuff. Not
That you
letting
said
Tyler Brown play.
all of a sudden they ain't got no problem with it now. They just set Brown
Right.
down, and now they don't have. They didn't want to waive. They didn't want to bring him back on. It was just it's just yeah.
I said it. I said, bro. I said they hated on. That was what. Of course, other coaches, but
That's a target on your back when you come to see you right now. It's a target on your back.
right? Because every game you play about to be like a bowl game. It's like that's amazing. You know how crazy that is.
Pretty much. Because
Every
we bring in the networks with us and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The fanfare, all of that, the money. You gonna sell out too. So of course you better be on your best game because everybody and their mama gonna be watching you.
right? Every game is like a bowl game. Like every and then all the away games is gonna be like CU home games. And then he in the South. Oh, then we got South. Oh, it's about to be. You thought, oh man, come on. You
In the
thought them
Southeast.
Bama.
Yeah, we're gonna be all up in Texas and Florida. Yeah,
Like, come
that
on,
part.
Texas and Florida.
Yeah, we're gonna be that part.
Man, come
Well,
on, CU. What just happened? Did the world just turn upside down? Somebody help
yeah,
me. Did
no,
that
they done
just
dropped
happen?
they didn't dropped us a gold nugget. They don't even know it yet.
And this thing pearly.
Said who?
No, we said this thing pearly, man. I said they dropped the world on his head because it's like, man, it's like it's about to be all CU, man. I can just see it. Just imagine them away games, CU home games gonna be. Man, OSU, they got all right crowd, but man, imagine what half the state show, half the country show. Yo, what's the max capacity of both of them arenas, man? They 60,000 or 70,000. What's the biggest arena in the Big 12
They'll
right
probably
now?
play in Miami. They probably gonna play in Miami.
USF got a big stadium.
No, not. I think they made 40, maybe 40. I don't think they have a big stadium. Maybe I could be wrong.
What do you
They
think
probably
gonna
gonna have
happen when they come up there to see you and play?
they probably have to play at Miami Dolphin Stadium.
What do you think they gonna? What them Big 12 teams gonna do in Boulder? How do you think they gonna hold out in Boulder?
Who?
Like all the Big 12 teams. Like I remember that TCU game. They went down there and TCU was just dead tired. I ain't saying, maybe it's just different training in the heat, but how you think they gonna hold out and when they come up to Boulder, you think a lot of them Big 12 teams gonna do okay in Boulder? Playing at that
Well,
altitude?
every team that's not from that the altitude is gonna have a trouble. Is gonna struggle. That's the advantage that they have too.
All right, Carmine them gonna be in super shape this year. And they got a whole and
Because
then
he
they got the
started in
whole
January.
9 months to practice.
He came late. People forget that he came in late too. So I mean, I'm looking for him to have a breakout year. And I think he
Hey,
finally got the gist of college. College is not easy for
Damn.
everybody.
oh, my bad, fellas. Hey, I was trying to highlight a comment for Tony Strickland, and I think I just banned you and kicked you from the damn chat. And I'm trying to figure out how to bring you back. But until then, I don't know if you are able to listen or did they ban you and kick you out completely. But I'm looking to see if I can add you back now, just to let you know.
You see that broom get big sometimes. It sweep everything out the door. Get out the door. Accident take.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm looking for McCaskill. That's gonna be my breakout player. I'm looking for him to really do.
We can't hear you. You got to speak up. Whoever that is talking, you got to speak up.
I'm looking for McCaskill is my breakout player for offense, and defense would be McClain. I'm sorry, McConnell. Connie McClain.
I
I'm
think
saying that name.
Yeah, yeah.
Carmine McLean.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking for
think
him to have a good year.
I think on defense, I think Keaton Wade, if they move him to Sam, which I hope they do, I think it's gonna go. I think he's gonna have a crazy year. I think Prime gonna find out whoever the defense with them rushers, and they gonna open up them run lanes just to get the 1-on-1 with the linebacker. I think him and I think Charlotte gonna do a little better, but I think he's gonna really be a breakout key player on that defense this year. Keaton Wade, like surprise player on the defense. I think we all expect Carmine to play. Like I wouldn't be a surprise to me because I don't know once he learn what he in, he gonna be playing way better. Um, Surprise player though on defense. I would say Sam Okanoa. Other than Swain, I think Okanoa gonna get a bunch of sacks this year and fumbles and stuff like that. Okanoa second, maybe David Swain and Wiggins third, maybe on defense. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody expect everybody else to play well.
Center for the offense. I saw because he used to play center. I think he played some center for Jackson State when one of my players went down, and I think he did pretty good for Shedeur. I like to see him play center. And he in the gym, man. That dude stay in the gym.
I think we're gonna see a lot of center. I think
I'm feeling good
TB
about
might just hold down because he just holding his TB like he holding his weight right. He 320, been working out. I think he focused. He gonna learn it quick. I think your carry gonna be like a pulling guard because he got good speed and he like to turn up. He could find his block upfield. So like I think you gonna run a lot of different formations next year. They're gonna run a lot of off balance, with sets which could be called 600 sets, because you got like 6 down linemen, then you got 700 sets when you got 7 down linemen, stuff like that in the tight end, whatever you call it, like a soft 800 with the tight end slide, whatever. So they're gonna run a lot of 700-800 formation next year. They're gonna have a lot of people playing tackle and like guard because they both could play. Like how many players could play guard? I think they got 4 players that play in and outside. They're gonna be lining up a lot of 7-man linemen next year. I see.
Yeah. Oh, now shout out to Ty Washington who said DNVR reported that Tyler Brown was going to center position. Man, if you listen to Big Dog Chico and what I've been saying from this whole time was Tyler Brown was going to be playing center. So hey, shout out to
I would love to see center.
But shout out to me too.
That would be my ideal spot for him because
I like my dog. Let's be all right.
Smart about that center position.
Yeah.
Him and
Yakiri Walker would be battling for the center spot, I think. Yeah. But anyway, man, appreciate ATL and Warren G for hanging in this thing with me. Old school checking in. Ty Washington ran, Michael Tafoya. Everybody else checked in this thing. I made a mistake and banned and blocked Tony Strickland, who was in here and really participating in the chat. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it'll let you back on, and it only probably banned her from this chat and this particular live, and I should be able to get it back on. That's messed up, man. I feel bad, but Rosecrans, you calling the Colorado, not Bolorado? Okay, using the big C. I see you, cuz. All right. But other than that, appreciate everybody checking in. Man, I know it's late night. It's 10:07 here, so it should be after 12 in Cali. After 1 Mountain Time in Colorado, 2 a.m. Central Time, Alabama, Chicago, Mississippi, and also on Tennessee, Kentucky, and then 3 a.m. on the East Coast, Atlanta, Virginia, New York, Florida, checking in. Damn, 3 in the morning, got a fat burger.
Not a water burger.
You feel me? Not a water burger, got a fat burger. Rosecrans said, yeah, Bolorado sound too extra. Laugh out loud. We don't use it over C, Pico. Sound too
Hey, over there. Oh, y'all over there setting out.
You wow. All right, but yeah, 2 a.m. in Texas. Okay, so that means 3 a.m. on the yeah, I said that right. 3 a.m. on the East Coast. So I appreciate y'all checking in, man. Just staying up with you, dog, letting these things run. If you want to do something even extra, you can click on one of the playlists on the page and let that thing run while you sleep, dog. Let that thing run while you sleep. I appreciate it. Tyler Brown has played very center when he was at Jackson State. I don't know what that is. Yeah, he played center at Jackson State also, center and guard. Chico ate bacon, egg burger. Now he ready for nap. Nope, I did not eat no bacon. I don't eat no pork. Don't put that on your boy. you know. But no, I ain't gonna tell you what I ate since you want to do it like do me like that. So I ate the bacon, eggs, and I saw what you put in there too, talking about eat some chitlins and
Oh, Nate.
hot sauce. I
Yeah,
saw it.
love.
I saw it too. So yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. I appreciate y'all checking in. Come in with me tomorrow. Next week
All
we
right,
got
peace.
prime parents. We got exclusive interview with Roddy White and Daryl Hackney. Also Coach Richard Moncrief. Looking to get more college superstars like Peter Warwick. Who else I had? Ben Obamanu, Cadillac Williams, Spencer Johnson, who played for Auburn and in the league. So a bunch of other guys coming on. So y'all stay tuned, man. We're gonna open this thing up even more. You feel me? 3 a.m. in DC. Oh, now 3 a.m. in Philly. That's what I'm talking about. It was nice talking to you, Rose. See y'all next time. It was fun. Shout out to the homie Deuce and Michael for Shiggity. Always live and lit, man. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna be up and about this thing. Peace in the middle. Tony, you back. Oh, gotcha, Tony. I see you now. So I blocked you by mistake, but one of my moderators probably got you back because I couldn't find out how to get you back. But I felt bad. I was trying to highlight your comment and ended up Xing you about this thing. So I'm glad you came back to life. Back to life. Back to reality. Yes, sir. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna be good to go, man. 3 a.m. Y'all let them things run. Click on the podcast and let it run up. Let it play, even if you're not listening to it. Let it play on your phone. You're gonna be asleep anyway. Let the thing play. Run them things up. You feel me? In the meantime, y'all know what time it is. Run them likes up. I'm up and about this thing. Peace in the middle. Yeah. Appreciate that, JK.